gonna vibe out to the music for a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Man, y'all get ready, man. Get the coats off, kick off your shoes. It's about to be a good show. It's about to be a good show. With something a little more elegant when it comes to the music today. Something that's a little more, how do I say it? A little more easy going. You get what I'm saying? A little more easy going. You get what I'm saying? Lie, guys, I'm enjoying the music. The music got me in a trance right now. The music got me in a trance. You hear that violin though? You hear that violin? Ooh! Whoever playing that violin, hitting them strings. You hear what I'm saying? Hitting them strings. Now y'all know we do not let. Oh wait, the sound effect is on. Now y'all know. Anyway, let me start over. Now y'all know we do not let the time run out. You guys know this. I know this. You know this. Let me share the. What's good, man? How y'all feeling today, man? Happy Tuesday to everybody here, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's hot as hell outside. Listen, I think I said this to you guys before. I'm trying to be a little more eco-friendly, you know. Even though I was working from home today, I was trying to be a little more eco-friendly. You know, not have the AC running all day and night. You get what I'm saying? Plus, you know, I ain't trying to have that run up my electric bill. You get what I'm saying? So you know, I try to cut it on around 7 o'clock ish or so. But man, oh man, earlier it wasn't too hot. Now it's like really, really hot. It is hot as hell. My God. Let me share this stream out real quick. How y'all feeling today, though? Right. Stop by if you can with a smiley face. You know, make everybody feel welcomed and invited. You get what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today, man? What's the deal with y'all, man? PlayStation Nation, how y'all feel today, man? How's everything? We happy, we healthy, we good. How's the family? How's the kids? Y'all already know the respect my time. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids. You guys already know the respect my time crew. Who else? My millennials. Where my millennials at? Talk to them, Craig.
You're a millennial piece of shit.
Whoa. My millennials. My warriors. Where my warriors at? Shout out to the members of the channel. Appreciate y'all. If you do want to be a member, click the link in the description and become a member, you know, if you want to. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. My millennials, my PlayStation fans.
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. You guys already know. So listen, man. You guys see the name of the chat of the. You guys see the name of the podcast. Dear PlayStation, respect my time. Let's say it for me, Persona.
Respect my time.
I got a wife and kids. So I ain't got the wife and kid part. Well, I ain't got the kid part, but you know, soon. One more time, Persona.
Respect my time.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let the whole thing play because I know some of y'all do got wives and kids, right? So we definitely gonna let the whole thing run. One more time, Persona.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids. Man, doesn't that ring true now more than ever? In an industry, in a community where people love to waste your time. My God. Listen, man, I got a good show for you guys today. We definitely gonna be talking about this PlayStation State of Play. We definitely gonna be talking about this Nintendo. You know we talking about this Nintendo. You guys know that, right? We definitely talk about this Nintendo. And you know what everybody love to say about Nintendo? Y'all know what whenever it comes to talking about Nintendo, what is everyone's favorite line? I'll give y'all a second to think. What do y'all think everyone's favorite line is when it comes to Nintendo? Let me know in the chat. Y'all gotta give up? Oh, you already know. You already know what their favorite line is, ladies and gentlemen. It is, they're an anomaly. They're an anomaly. They say, well, see, they use it in unison. So this is normally how the sentences go, right? Whenever you talk about Nintendo, right? It goes just like this. They'll be like, it's Nintendo. They're an anomaly. They're an anomaly. It's Nintendo. Yo, you know that's their favorite line. It's Nintendo. They're an anomaly. Listen, I ain't no astronomer, and we definitely ain't no anomalies happening over here. We ain't in Andromeda, we ain't in space, and I damn sure ain't no astronaut. So we ain't no anomalies around here. You get what I'm saying? We definitely gonna be holding Nintendo's feet to the fire today on this show. So you guys are gonna want to stick around for that. And PlayStation, man. PlayStation, bro. PlayStation is definitely gonna get this work. They're gonna get a little bit of this work, right? and we're gonna talk about a couple things. There's a couple things, but where are my manners? I didn't shout the chat out. Let me know how the sound is too, guys. Am I too loud? Am I too low? Is the music too loud? Is the music too low? Let me know. But let me shout out everybody in the chat real quick. Let's get the housekeeping out the way. Also, shout out to Stardust and Cyber Dragon for resubbing membership, continued membership, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all are amazing. Yo, Jamar in the building. Jamar, what's good with you, bro? Yo, Ice Queen Gamer. Ice Queen, how you feeling today? King Queso, what's going on with you, bro? Yo, Stealth Guy Gaming, Court in the building. Court, how you feeling today, brother? Rollo God in the building. Rollo, how you feeling today, bro? Jeffrey Banks in the building. What is going on with you, Jeffrey? Umar Yusa, what's going on, Umar? Glorious War in the building. Glorious, what's good? Anyone watching the Euro Cup? Nah. Nah. Yo, Strictly Gaming. Strictly, what's going on with you, bro? Yo, Nelson Gaming in the building. Nelson, how you feeling today, man? Nintendo can do anything. It's never an issue. Oh, it's an issue today, Nelson. Oh, we talking about it today. Trust me, Nelson. We're talking about it today. It's an issue. It's an issue for Persona, right? It's an issue. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to make some correlation. Shout out to my bro, Bari, because this was a point that I was definitely going to bring up on the show tonight. He brought it up on Twitter. Shout out to my boy, Bari. We are definitely going to be looking at what he said, and we're going to be talking about that 100%. Yo, Sam Ash in the building. Sam, how you feeling today, man? This OLED Switch is straight bullshit, period. 100%. I agree with you, bro. Yo, Logical Nonsense. What's going on with you, bro? Yo, J767 in the building. Jay, how you feeling today, man? Who else? Yo, Philip Sin 22. Learning some chip combos. Yeah, I see a lot of people using chip right now, man. I feel like he gonna get nerfed soon. Because even though his life is low, like he can't take hits, that man damage output is bananas. Jeffrey Banks, I think I said what's up to you. What's good? PlayStation 5, how you feeling today, man? Yo, Caleb Kaiser. Caleb, how you feeling today, bro? Appreciate you, man. Yo, Buck Rogers in the building. Buck, how you feeling, man? Yo, Omar, how you feeling today, bro? Support Gaming in the building. Yo, Support Gaming, how you feeling, bro? Who else is here? Yo, Games for Eternity, man. He said, feels like it's been too long, Persona and chat. Yo, Games, man, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you coming through, man. I hope everything is good. Yo, every time, bro. Every time I podcast, these assholes outside wanna honk, man. It's like they know I'm on a podcast. It's like they know I'm doing a podcast. It's ridiculous. Yo, Issa, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you, man. Who else? I wanna make sure I get everybody, man. Yo, Nariko, man, what's good, man? I appreciate you, man, for the $20 super chat, man. Big shout out to Nariko. Shout out to Nariko, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Mr. Go Try Hard Guy, Uchiha, appreciate you, man. Shout out to the Uchiha clan. We out here. Yo, Henry Heck in the building. Yo, shout out to my boy Henry, man. You know, that look like that's a newborn baby. Yo, correct me if I'm wrong, Henry. That's a newborn, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Henry. She looked like she was a newborn, but anyway, you know, I think Henry just had a child. It looked like a newborn to me. If it wasn't, anyway, congratulations, man. Beautiful baby girl. Chat, man, make sure y'all congratulate Henry, man. Real beautiful baby girl. Shout out to you, Henry, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, G Junior in the building. What's good, man? Cool. Yo, Viper Reap, how you feeling today, man? James Williams, appreciate you. Damien in the building. Magnificent Black. Yo, Cold Blood Sensei was one of the early birds. Yo, this man Cold Blood said, man, Persona, you always starting those live streams too late, bro. Can't you do them like 2 hours early? Hey, man, I got a job. I work during the day, man. I can't just up and do a podcast like that. I don't have that luxury. Well, if I'm working from home, I kind of could, but it's a lot of things going on at work, and I'm in a lot of meetings, and there's a lot of crazy things happening at work, so I can't do that. It's got to be after work, sir. But Who else is here? Lee Mister, what's good, man? Skills, what's going on with you? PS Only Gamer, what's good? Detour Board, what's going on with you? Who else is here? I think I got everybody, man. I think I got the Spartan Entertainment, what's up? Black Ghost, what's good? Crank that mic. Oh, is it too low? That should be good now. Let me turn down the music a little bit too. I turned down the music as well. Oh, she almost 3 months. Word, Henry, 3 months, man. That's good. Blessings, man. Blessings. Yo, Link, what's good, bro? Blessings, man. 3 months, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby girl. So that man definitely got a wife and kid now. Now the gaming industry definitely got to respect Henry Heck's time. Respect his time, man. Go ahead, say it for him, Persona.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
Gotta respect that time. Anyway, all right, guys, let's talk about it. Let's get into it, man. Say what's up to everybody in the chat. All right, let's get into it. So, all right, this is what I want to start with right? So I put some out on Twitter, right? And I'm like, look, PlayStation announced that they were doing a state of play this week. My mic is low. You serious? Is it still low? Hold on. Is it still low? Let me know if it's still low now. How's my mic now? Let me know if the mic is good. Is it too low? Am I too loud? Let me know. If I'm too loud or too low, let me know. All right, so I'm good. All right, cool. I'm good. All right, so PlayStation announced their state of play today. It's kind of loud. I'm clipping a little bit in the red. Anyway, PlayStation, they announced their state of play for this week, right? So the insiders were let me tell you something about insiders, man. Yo, these dudes seriously gotta go, man. I'm sick of all insiders on all sides. I don't care if it's a PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. I don't care what insider you are. You need to go away. Like, yo, straight up, you people need to go. Yo, you guys are like the shit stains of the gaming industry, because you of the gaming community. Because it's like, yo, whenever these quote unquote insiders, whenever they get shit wrong, they always, oh well, I told you guys it might happen. Now this is what they love to say. No, this isn't the event. Trust me, guys. They got a bigger event coming. They got a bigger event. This is not the event, guys. This is not the event. Trust me. It's a bigger event. Of course there's going to be a bigger event. Obviously they would hold their cards close to the chest when it comes to showing off the bangers all at once like that. But the point is, you were saying that this event was going to be that event. When it comes out that this isn't that event, now everyone, all the insiders want to tuck tail and run. All the insiders want to, oh, I never said that. I said it might be. It might be. It might be. Shut up. You insiders especially, you know what's crazy? It's these the craziest thing about this is the ones that really are like messing up the most. It's the PlayStation insiders. They be saying, some of these these quote unquote PlayStation insiders, they be saying some of the most outlandish shit that don't make no sense. They'll just post shit and it'll be cryptic as hell. And I had to unfollow some of these people, man. Like Tidix and these dudes, I had to unfollow these people because it was starting to piss me off, right? And yeah, I could have muted them. No, I didn't want to mute them because I wanted them off my follow list. I unfollowed them because these stupid cryptic messages are so stupid, so useless, so annoying. And I'm sitting there like, bro, what insider plays games like this? Like an insider that's really getting insider information. Like, you know how like sports and like, all right, so for example, and this is why I say, the gaming community is so upside down with how things are done, right? And like, no one is really like saying anything about this, right? So for instance, with sports, let's use sports for an example, right? So with sports insider information, we know that, you know, like when you see like information about like, oh, LeBron might be leaving to go here, or you know, insider info that, you know, Giannis might be signing with the Lakers or something, you know, something like that. You know, they're not beating around the bush. You know, it ain't all this cryptic message this, cryptic message that, and all this stupid shit. It's they give you the information, you take it with a grain of salt, and then it comes through, it comes true. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But with gaming, these insiders do these stupid cryptic messages of, oh, so PlayStation, so expect July to be a big month for PlayStation. Why? Oh, because they've got some big things in the works. What? I can't say. What? What? Expect July to be a big month. Okay. Expect July to be a big month for PlayStation. Okay. How? Oh, PlayStation's got some big things in the works. Okay. What? I can't say, but just know your mind's gonna be blown. Huh? Like, yo, what kind of insider are you, bro? Like, what are you talking? I don't want to reveal too much. I don't want to reveal PlayStation's hand. You know, I don't want to get ahead of PlayStation. Why say anything then? Yo, Magnificent, man. Appreciate you, man, for the resub, man. Shout out to you, brother. Why say anything? You get what I'm saying? Why say anything? You don't want to get ahead of PlayStation, but you keep putting these stupid cryptic messages out that has no information for the public. And then you're sitting there and it's like, what are you trying to say? Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be big. PlayStation fans, get ready. PlayStation fans, buckle up. Buckle up for what? You get what I'm saying, guys? Like, these insiders, especially when it comes to PlayStation, they really make me sick. They make me sick to my stomach. I swear to God, they do. They make me sick because it's like you're sitting there and you're looking and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, sometimes you gotta like sit there and look and be like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Got some big things happening for PlayStation. Like what? Like what? No one can ever answer that question. Like what? What is it? Because a true insider would be able to give you that information. Even if it's right or wrong, they would be able to give you that information. Like what? Got some big games like what? Like what? Give us that information. And then these media sites, they run with the shit. So this Twitter user says, Last of Us factions is coming along smoothly. Last of Us Part 2 factions development is coming along smoothly, according to Twitter user I love PlayStation 299678321. Of course development is coming along. That's common sense. That's not no source. That's not no insider information. That's common sense. Yo, Stardust, what's good, bro? It's common sense. Like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying, guys? Am I off base? Let me know if I'm off base. I might be off base. I might be overthinking it. Maybe it's a persona problem. Who knows? But okay. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Because PlayStation is having an event this week, right? Let me pop out the chat before I share the make sure I got everything set up so I can see what you guys talking about. All right. Right? Okay. Oops. What the hell just happened? What just happened? I don't know what happened. All right. So PlayStation did announce that they are having a state of play today, right? according to what people were saying, right? This is what people were initially saying, that PlayStation's gonna have a big event July, and PlayStation's gonna knock our socks off, all this stupid shit, right? And I'm not saying that PlayStation isn't still gonna do that, right? But when it comes to what people were saying, oh, an event's gonna be in early July. It's gonna be the event. It's gonna be PlayStation. What were people saying? It's gonna be PlayStation's response to E3. Yo, people were saying that this was gonna be PlayStation's response to E3. And I'm sitting here like, hey, yo, bro, wait a second. Okay, cool. I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's what's up. That means, like, when you say shit like that, like PlayStation's response to E3 and things like that, I'm expecting bangers. Like, we getting Final Fantasy 16 new gameplay. We getting a release date. We getting full gameplay of Forsaken. We getting a release date. We getting gameplay of God of War and things like that. We getting more gameplay of Horizon. We getting some gameplay of trying to think of like some other games, some more Gran Turismo gameplay and a release, things like that, right? I'm thinking, PlayStation's response to E3. I'm thinking, and this is what some people were saying. I wish I would have bookmarked these tweets. People were saying this shit, right? But okay. So PlayStation announced their state of play, right? And things like that. And the state of play is going to be this Thursday. I'm most likely going to do a live reactions because, of course I am, right? What time is it? At 5 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, I'll be home by then. So yeah, PlayStation's doing a state of play this Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, things like that, right? See, here's where my kind of, like, I was smiling ear to ear at first, but then once I read like the article and everything and read, was my smile kind of dimmed down just a tad bit, right? Now, I want to put this disclaimer out there, right? Because I put this out on Twitter, and you guys know how Twitter is. Unfortunately, some people on Twitter don't know how to read or don't have good reading comprehension. All of us weren't lucky enough to have hooked on phonics as a child and have good teachers at our schools to teach us these things in our early ages of growth development, right? Unfortunately, right? So, there's people on Twitter replying to me saying things that have nothing to do with what I was talking about. And I'm sitting there like, wait a second. What are you talking about? What? This doesn't make any type of sense, right? So let me put the disclaimer out there for you guys, right? I am excited for this state of play because PlayStation said, and they said here, it's going to be it's going to be Deathloop and a look at some indies and third-party titles. Here we go. This is it right here. In addition to this long look at Bethesda's violent adventure, we'll have updates on some exciting indie and third-party titles. The full show will clock in at 30 minutes, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, when it comes to the indies and third parties, especially the indies, and this is why, matter of fact, let me not touch on it. I'm not going to touch on the indies yet. We'll touch on that in a second. The reason why my smile kind of dwindled a bit is because of this Deathloop game, bruh. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have we seen this goddamn game? We have been seeing this game at different events hosted by PlayStation, different events just in general within the industry. We have been seeing this game since last year's summer. For over a year, we have been seeing this game at different events. This game was supposed to release in May. And you guys already know, PlayStation was like, not PlayStation, Microsoft was like, oh, nah, we own by Bethesda now. Bethesda own us now. Wait, no, I flipped that around. Bethesda was like, oh, Microsoft own us now. Microsoft was like, hey, nah, push that back. At least that's what I think. I definitely, especially after seeing how things have unfolded and seeing as much as the game as we've seen, I definitely think PlayStation was like, hey, man, we definitely push that back, right? Yo, Andre, appreciate you, bro. Andre says, this state of play is sponsored by Microsoft. Andre, you funny, bro. Yo, Caleb, man. Shout out to you, Caleb. I appreciate you, bro. He says the third-party game being Death Stranding director's cut. Death Stranding a director's cut. Is that confirmed or is that speculation, Caleb? Let me know in the chat. But see, here's the thing, right? My whole thing is, you know, and honestly, I'm not even picking up I say these things, and then when the game comes around, I end up picking up. But Death Stranding got kind of moved out into. Death Stranding got moved out into. Fernando, thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate you. Death Stranding got moved out to a time frame where, Tales of Arise is coming out like the week before, right? Then Kena and Ghost of Tsushima is coming out late August, which will also seep into September. Realistically, I'm really not gonna have no time for Deathloop in September, right? But my whole thing is this: we have been seeing Death Stranding for over a year. We have seen extended looks and extended gameplay of this game for over a year. It's not like we seen gameplay last year and then they kind of went into hibernation and now they coming out and they showing us this full flow. If this was something along those lines, fine. If they weren't at damn near every state of play and all these other events, it wouldn't be that big a deal. Fine, whatever. But we've seen so much of this game, and it's like, how much more of a deep dive are you going to give here? Because they've given us the entire premise of the game. They've given us the entire premise of the game. They've given us a lot of gameplay of different areas, different times within the game. They've explained the storyline and how both the main character and the antagonist and all that fit into the story. They have over-explained this game to the point where you really know, you feel like you know everything. Yo, Game Over Ace, no, I was gonna say Game Over Ace. Game Over Brian, man, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, bro, when upgrading to, this guy Game Over Brian, man. Hey, bro, when upgrading to Final Fantasy VII Remake to trophies pop do trophies pop automatically? LOL. Yo, shout out to Game Over Brian, man. But we've been seeing this Death Stranding game for so many times. Not Death Stranding. Why I keep saying Death Stranding? Deathloop. I mean Deathloop, right? And I'm not saying, yo, Game Over Brian, appreciate you for subbing, bro. I'm not saying that Arcane Studios is a bad developer studio. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that Deathloop. Why do I keep saying Death Stranding? It's Caleb. Caleb got Death Stranding stuck in my head. I'm not saying that Deathloop is a bad game. Deathloop actually looks like a phenomenal game. Deathloop looks really dope. I'm not taking anything away from that, but we've seen this game so much. I don't think that this game needs to be at another state of play. I damn sure don't think it needs to be at the center of attention or take up the most time. It doesn't need to be the center of attention or take up the most time at this state of play either. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, and that's why I said what I said earlier. I'll show you guys. This is why I said what I said earlier when I said, hold on, let me go to the tweet. Here we go. Where I said, and I'm keeping it real. See, and here's the problem, right? Let me get Caleb Super J. Caleb, I appreciate you, bro. Remember at Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Fest, Kojima said more info on Death Stranding Director's Cut in a couple weeks. So I assume this Thursday. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Death Stranding Director's Cut need to be there either. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think that needs to be there either. Personally, that's just me personally. I'm kind of nitpicking, but anyway. See, here's the problem with the community. They tell you that PlayStation fans need to speak up about this and about that and blah 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 this and blah 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 that. There's always an issue with PlayStation, right? they always want you to speak up on shit that really doesn't matter. Like like that whole $10 increase to the PS for Ghost of Tsushima for PS5. Like shit like that don't matter to real PlayStation fans. Don't give a shit about that because they'll happily support the dev, right? But for something like this, like this is me legit pointing out something that I'm like, yo, I don't agree with this because it's kind of like I said, when it comes to Deathloop, we've seen this game too much. We don't need, it definitely does not need to be the center of attention for another state of play. Yo, Ghostface, what's good, man? So I said, another look at Deathloop. Are you kidding me? These people really about to waste our time with more Deathloop gameplay. How many times do we gotta see this damn game? And I mean that. And again, I'm not shitting on the devs, man. I'm not shitting on the devs. Shout out to Arcane, great dude, great people over there. Shout out to Deathloop. This isn't me attacking the game or the studio. This is me saying we've seen enough of this game. We've seen more than enough when it comes to this game, guys. And so, when I seen this morning, I was talking to Bari. I hit up Bari. I was like, yo, Bari, you seen the news? He go, nah, what happened? I'm like, oh, they announced another state of play. Oh, word, that's what's up. And I was like, yo, guess what the center of attention is? He's like, what? I said, Deathloop. Bari said, oh my God. Yo, because me and Bari have had this conversation before. On his show, on my show, in private, on podcast. We've had this conversation where it's like, look, yes, this game is great. It looks great, but no one wants to keep seeing this shit. I'm sorry, bro. Like, no one else is gonna say it. I'll say it. I'll be the bad guy and say it. No one wants to keep seeing this fucking game. We've seen enough of the game. We really don't need more time spent on this. I'm being honest. And listen, I know it's gonna be people in the chat that don't agree, and that's fine. People that might listen to this later that don't agree, and that's fine. But we don't need to keep seeing. I'll be the bad guy here. I'll be the bad guy. We don't need to keep seeing this shit. And it most definitely should not be the center of attention for the state of play. Now, let's jump to the indies, because they're talking about so about 10 minutes or so might be the full show is going to clock in at around 30 minutes. So here's my thinking. I'm thinking that we'll get 10 minutes of Deathloop gameplay. God, I hope it ain't more than 10 minutes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really pray to God it ain't more than 10 minutes. But we'll get 10 minutes or so of Deathloop gameplay, and then the other 20 minutes, or maybe a little less, a little over, a little less. I think it's gonna be a little less, so maybe 18. So between like 18 to 20 minutes will be spent on updating us on some of the indies and the third-party titles. Remember, titles is plural, so not title, titles. So I think we'll get a couple of updates here. So here's my speculation. First off, let's talk about indies for a second, right? Because and we were talking about this I think last week, but this is why I say when I say PlayStation just does. They do. They don't respond to a lot of this. They don't really respond to a lot of the bullshit that people say, that like a lot of the quote unquote anti-consumerist practices, because PlayStation, it's about actions with PlayStation. Let's keep it real. And we know that last week, the flavor of the week when it came to news and what people were angry at PlayStation about, the flavor was indies and how PlayStation yo I wanted to talk to y'all about that too. We might touch on that too. But PlayStation was, the whole thing about PlayStation charging indie devs $25,000 for promotion on the PlayStation Store and all this, and how the process of getting their games into the store and all this other shit is very tedious and complicated, and PlayStation doesn't support, and then you get those people in the community that like to elevate these things a lot more, and PlayStation doesn't support indies, and PlayStation doesn't care about the little guys, and all this bullshit, right? And this is why I say people who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, right? Because when it came to PlayStation 4, early within the generation, it was called the indie station. People were making fun of PlayStation because they had too many indies. They would it was more indies than AAA and third party and all this other shit, right? People were mad at that. Then you fast forward to the other side of it, of people, when PlayStation starts supporting even more indies, right? Because Shuhei Yoshida, the man himself, moved to the indie division, and he's kind of the head of like indie relationships and getting new indies into the store and all this other stuff. And he's always promoting indies. PlayStation's always promoting indies. The studios that make the games promote the indies on PlayStation, on Twitter and all this other stuff. Like, indies get supported on PlayStation, right? And PlayStation makes time for indies within their showcases. They always have. And it's why I laugh at people that like to say that PlayStation hates indies and hates smaller developers and doesn't support smaller devs. And then you get some of these crybaby, yo man, hold up. Let me put a disclaimer before I even continue. I love devs. I love devs. Hands down, I love devs, man. Right? But there definitely are, I'll say this. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's the disclaimer here, right? The second part of it is, there really are some entitled crybaby developers out here. Like the one we were talking about last week. My man seemed a little entitled, right? Because your game definitely was promoted. Your game was on sale. PlayStation always has indie sales. PlayStation has an indie section. All these different things. I mean, what more do you want, bro? The game is $10. If no one's buying it, then listen, bro. That's life. Make better games. Make a better game. And I know that may sound a bit harsh, but it's like I was saying last week. Everyone is not going to be at the center of attention all the time. Even if you pay that $25,000 for the promotion from PlayStation, people still might not buy your game because it doesn't look appealing, right? Promotion is just half the battle. You still have to make a good game. And I'm not saying that, his games were bad per se, but what I'm saying is it has to look appealing to this audience, man. We're in a gaming community now where, it has to look good for people to even want to spend enough time to learn about what the game actually is. That's how we are. That's how this community is now. It's not about, the game, the gameplay is good or whatever. People care about how it looks. If the game looks super pretty, people are going to pay attention in the moment. I'm only saying in the moment. Or if it looks super like actiony or super crazy or over the top or whatever, it's going to garner some views. It's going to garner some attention. So the promotion is part of the battle. The other side is actually making an appealing game that people want to play. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. And the other side of it too is there's thousands and thousands and thousands of games in the store. Anytime a new game comes out what's so funny? Me and Bari, we let y'all know every week what comes out in the PlayStation store. Every single week on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, the first thing we do is let you know the games that come out for the week. Every single week we do that. Because we and then we do a spotlight and let you know a game that we think y'all should check out. Every single week we do that. Why do we do that? Because we know that there are games that might get overlooked, or there's games that people might be apprehensive about picking up or trying or playing. And so, we give you guys our thoughts on a game that we think y'all should check out. Yo, Thrash, what's good, bro? But this is just how it is. Anyway, PlayStation's got the indies, which I'm excited about. We know that PlayStation, PlayStation does support indies. PlayStation definitely is all for the indies, right? Let's get that squared away. So in terms of the indies, though, for this state of play, the three that I want to see is Little Devil Inside, Stray, I want to see what that Stray is looking like. Volcano High. That's another game I want to get some more information on. And probably some more. So do I want to see more Kina? I think Little Devil Inside is top of the list for me. We don't need to see more Solar Ash because we've seen that enough. The next time they show Solar Ash, they need to be giving us a release date because they showed it off. Was it during E3 or something like that? And they talking about 2021 when no actual date. So I think, you know, next time we see that, we should probably get that release date. I seen that there was rumors about Little Devil Inside releasing this month. I personally doubt that per se. But anything is possible, right? I personally think it might release closer to the fall, or closer to the end of summer. But we'll see what happens. And then Stray, you know, I love cats, you know, and that Stray game, it looked pretty unique, looked pretty interesting. That'd be oh, you know, it's another game I think we're going to get a release date for and see. It's Fist. Fist looks really good too. Fist is that game with the let me show y'all some gameplay of that for those that don't know what that is. Fist is definitely one that I want this gameplay. I think we're gonna, because they Fist announced this week. Fist had announced this week that the game is coming out this year, I think, for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. So, you know, I would love to see some gameplay, some like a release date for Fist. It's a side scroller style game. You're like this rabbit with this big ass mechanical fist attached to your back. And you know, the combat looks really cool. And you know, I like these types of side scroller beat 'em up style games. And like I said, the fighting and everything looks really cool. So you know, I do hope we get some a release date for this as well, like an actual date, because like I said, they had announced that it is coming out in 2021 this year. It's coming out this year, so I'm hoping we get a date for this. Yo, the combat looks so fun on this. This looks really good. So yeah, Fist, Little Devil Inside, Stray, also Sifu. I wouldn't mind seeing some more Sifu gameplay, and also getting a release date for that as well. I actually hope. I think they said that's coming out 2021. I might be wrong. Somebody correct me in the chat. But I wouldn't mind seeing some more Sifu gameplay as well, and getting a release date for Sifu. That's another indie that I'm really looking forward to. Stray. So pretty much about the five indies that I hope we do see is Stray, Little Devil Inside, Fist, Sifu, and there's one more. Oh, Volcano High. Volcano High is more so like a, let me show y'all. I'll show y'all the trailer. It's like I'm getting like Life is Strange type of vibes. Volcano High trailer. Goodbye, Volcano High. Yeah, see, we seen this a year ago, right? And so Volcano High is more like I think this is more of like some type of storytelling, kind of like Life is Strange or something along those lines. But I do like Life is Strange quite a bit. I like these types of stories, so you know, Volcano High looks pretty cool. It looks really quirky and weird because they all like these like, I think she's a rhino, and you know, that look like a gazelle, and all these different animal humanoid people in high school. Like, it just looks weird. Like, it looks weird as hell. So it looks weird enough where I want to try it. So and based off the trailer, it looks like, you know, this is probably their senior year in high school. So, you know, they, you know, all probably about to go their separate ways, and so it's probably going to go through, you know, the trials and tribulations that they go through of separating, you know, like to go to college or whatever. I don't know. I'm only speculating. I like, you know, we don't really know a whole lot. But Volcano High is another indie that I hope we get some more of, because you know, it looks pretty cool, man. I ain't gonna lie. It looked pretty cool. It looked pretty cool to me. So Yo, Corey, what's good, bro? Persona, they also said that they are going to show third-party games as well. I don't, yo, listen, y'all are getting y'all hopes way high. I do not. Emotional, Magnificent Black said, emotional dinosaurs pass. Hey, man, I still want to see it. Triceratops. Whatever, listen, whatever. A rhino, Triceratops. I only looked at the horn and assumed, okay? Triceratops, rhino, whatever. It's a goddamn animal, Saber. When you go, Saber, when you gonna come through to the Discord? That's what me and everyone in the chat want. We want Saber to come through to the Discord and have a conversation about gaming. Let me know when you gonna come through, Saber. Stop running. Yo, Fist Scorpion, what's good, bro? Mondo, what's good? I honestly do not think we're getting any type of Final Fantasy 16 information here, and I'm gonna let y'all know why. I don't know. Yo, Damien, man, appreciate you, bro, man. Resubbing, membership, man, appreciate you, brother. So with Final Fantasy, yo, Focado, man, appreciate you. For Final Fantasy 16, Square and I think PlayStation as well, they are gonna want to spend. That deserves its own deep dive, like an entire state of play, just dedicated, just like 20-30 minutes, which is Final Fantasy 16. Like they can do an entire state of play just dedicated to that, straight up. So I don't think they're really gonna I don't think we're gonna see anything Final Fantasy 16 here. In terms of third party, you know what's crazy? I can't even think of like third party right now what they might show. Yo, help me out, chat. What y'all think? They might show Ghostwire Tokyo. What about Lost Soul Aside? I don't think Lost Soul Aside. That's not coming out this year. That's not coming. Lost Soul Aside is not coming out this year. The game looks good, but it still needs a bit of work. And they are doing a PlayStation 5 version as well. So I think with him and his team, I think they're called Ultra Zero or something like that. Ultima Zero, something like that. But I think that, you know, that's not coming out till 2022. Personally speaking, I can see COD. I can see Call of Duty. Project Awakening. I can see Project Awakening as well. Yo, Stu Jersey, what's good, man? The PS show is on Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Call of Duty, I can see, just because we haven't gotten the COD announcement yet, which is weird because normally Activision uses E3 to kind of announce it, show us some of the story trailer, gameplay, stuff like that. And then later in the summer, they'll have the dedicated Call of Duty multiplayer stream where they're talking about, you know, what the multiplayer is going to be and what you can expect and show gameplay. And then they announce like the beta and the demo and all this other stuff. So we could probably get a Call of Duty announcement as well. But I'm gonna be honest, man, I really don't know. I honestly do not know. At Corey said Persona, maybe a new trailer. If not Final Fantasy 16, then I need Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Nah, we not. Yo, listen, Relink. Nah, they're not gonna show that here. Relink Relink is not even coming to America yet. When it does come out, it's coming out in 2022, but in Japan. I don't think they announced the American release date yet, but I don't think Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is gonna be. I don't think Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is gonna be at this. Not at this show. Nah, I don't think so at all. I'm being honest, like, because E3 was so trash. I can't even like think of like other games they might show. Like, you know, I'm still partially excited for the surprise, you know, because I'm pretty sure they'll have like one or two surprises. I'm sure, but I'm kind of just like. I'm kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man, when it comes to this. Yeah, they'll probably show. No. They said third party and indies. Ghost of Tsushima's first party. I don't think we're gonna see that. We might see. looking at what Caleb said, man, we might get that Death Stranding director's cut, man. They might show that gameplay. They definitely might. I ain't buying that, man. That Death Stranding. I'm sorry, that game was ass. Like, I'm sorry, that game was garbage. I tried to. I put maybe like 20 hours into Death Stranding. Nah, not 20. Probably like 15. Nah, yeah, 20 is a little much. No, I would say like maybe 10 to 12 hours in Death Stranding. I was like, nah, this game is garbage. Like, this is, nah, I'm good. This game was garbage. That logical set game of the gen. Hell nah. That wasn't no game of no generation around here. I'm sorry about that, player. That shit was garbage. That game was garbage. You know, and I remember Kojima, oh yeah, Americans they just like COD. I'm like, no, it ain't that we like COD. It's just this game you made, this one game you made was garbage. Like, it's that simple, bro. This shit was garbage, man. Everything you make ain't gonna be perfect. But he couldn't handle that. He couldn't handle the fact that, you know, motherfuckers didn't want to be a goddamn package delivery man, delivering packages to save the world. Come on, man. Come on. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Delivering packages to save the world. I'm good, man. That shit garbage. I'm good. And I told myself, I try to go back to it and like play through it and finish it. I just can't, bruh. I really can't. I really have tried. I tried to like be open-minded. Nah, you know, let me try to see Kojima's vision. You know, I know Kojima's trying to, you know, trying to do something different here. I really, really tried to be open-minded with this game. I really, really tried. I tried as hard as I could. I can't, man. The game is garbage, man. The game is garbage. It's garbage. Straight up, it's garbage. What did Ricardo said? Now hear me out. At the end of State of Play, they announced the big event sometime in August. Nah, I don't think we getting that either. Y'all see this article, bruh? PlayStation learned when to temper expectations. PlayStation learned when to temper expectations. They learned when to temper expectations, bruh. Because look at what it says down here. Yo, they straight up said, look, you getting this long ass Deathloop gameplay, then you getting some indies and some updates on some indies and some third-party titles, and that's it. Like, they straight up say, yo, this showcase will not include, hold on. Man said, look, no God of War, no Horizon Forbidden West, no next-gen PlayStation VR. They said stay tuned throughout the summer, though, as we'll have more updates soon. So yeah, we might get like a bigger show or something that's more geared towards just PlayStation Studios. I think we'll definitely get, you know, a show dedicated to that. But for this show, this is straight up, yo, this is what we showing. Nothing else. No surprises. No, oh, what ifs. None of that. No, PlayStation they killing all that noise. None of that. None of that here. It is straight up. Go Deathloop. I don't know why my mind keeps going to Death Stranding. Deathloop, indies, and third-party title updates. That is it. 30 minutes. Take it or leave it. Right? So I want to talk about this one guy that tweeted to me, right? This tweet was deleted by the author. Let me see. Where is it? I quote tweet. Actually, I think I quote tweeted him. I want to show you guys, like, stupid people. It's funny. Where's this shit at, man? There we go. All right, so this is what I mean. Did he block me? He deleted it. Wait a minute. Wait. My man's deleted the tweet. Oh, I gotta show y'all this. I gotta show y'all this. Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. Hold on. Hold up. Yo, his stupid ass deleted the tweet. Alright, hold up. You see, this is why I love screen cap, man. Alright, so let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Alright, so this is what in fact, no, let me show you the whole tweet. I sent it to Bari. Ooh, I'm glad I screen capped this shit. Stupid ass. This is the problem with the gaming community. They say stupid yo, this is the biggest problem with the gaming community, man. They say stupid shit but don't stand by it, bruh. They say these stupid things but don't stand by it. That's a big problem in this community, bruh. That is a huge problem within this community. But I got you, bro. I got you, big bro. I got you. You ain't gonna run. You can't run from me, bro. You can't run from me because you definitely just got screen cap, big boy. You got screen cap, big bro. Hold up. I wanna how do I wanna open this whole thing. Yeah, how to open original. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. 1 second. I want y'all to see this. Because this is a problem. This is like one of my biggest problems in this gaming community, bruh. Biggest problems, man. People say stupid shit and then they think that they just going, oh, let me delete it. If I deleted it, it never happened. No. It happened around here, buddy. It happened here. All right. I caught his stupid ass. He thought he wasn't gonna get caught, bro. Man thought he wasn't going. This idiot, white check mark idiots, man. They think they not gonna get caught. Now let me show you what he said, right? So you guys see what I tweeted, right? I tweeted another look at Deathloop. Are you kidding me? These people really about to waste our time with more Deathloop gameplay. How many times do we gotta see this damn game? I didn't shit on Arcane. I didn't shit on, Deathloop. I'm just saying we've seen this game so much, right? Here this fucking idiot goes, Arcane is a great dev, and this game will probably review well if it launches technically sound. It's a great time third-party exclusive. Y'all are so toxic because you didn't get what you wanted. LMFAO. Yo, the word toxic is thrown around so much on the internet. I think people think toxic means candy. Cause it's like, oh, you disagree with me? You're well, no, let me use the voice. We're about to use it, guys.
Oh, you disagree with me? Oh, you toxic. Oh, so much negative energy. Oh, you toxic. Oh, you said something that I don't agree with? Oh, you're so toxic. Oh, you're so toxic. I don't like that. You disagree with me? You said something that I don't agree with on Twitter? You're speaking against my favorite piece of plastic? You're speaking against my favorite dev? I don't like it. You're toxic.
Like, shut the hell up, right? So I put, because I knew, listen, I know how to post. When I posted my thoughts, I'm not posting I'm posting it because these are my thoughts. This is actually how I think and feel in the moment. So when I'm posting something, I make sure that what I post is clear, concise, and it's well explained so that shit like this doesn't happen. So you see what I said, right? My initial tweet. You see what he said. So I put, we've seen this game at State of Play and other events multiple times. I don't think more time needs to be spent on this game. How is that toxic? Or is it toxic because you don't agree with the tweet? If you didn't agree, why comment? Was it so you could be toxic as well? Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, as much as people love to throw toxic out there, this negative energy in his tweet, this misinformation, the miscomprehension, the negative energy is just oozing out of his tweet. It's just oozing out, guys. Do you agree with me in the chat? Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all agree at this the negative energy that's just oozing from this tweet, this toxic energy? Oh, it's messing with my chakras. Oh, my chakras, my aura is all fucked up every time I look at this goddamn tweet. Oh, it's so negative. Yo, get on the sticks. What's good, bro? It's so negative. That's why I asked him the question. I asked him the question because what you said seems pretty toxic here. Y'all are so toxic because you don't get what you want. Shut up. Essentially what he's saying is shut up and be happy. Shut up and be happy with what they give you. You shouldn't be complaining at all. Shut up. That seems pretty toxic to me. And then he's misinformed because clearly the reading comprehension with this guy kind of missed him in grade school. Because nothing in my initial, and listen, I'll ask the chat. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I'll let you be the judge. It's something, and be on, yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, be honest with me. Is this negative? Is this toxic? I'm just pointing out that we've seen this game too many damn times at too many events. We don't need to see it no more. Respect my time.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
That's all I'm saying. Respect my time. One more time.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
You see, Craig a little antsy right now. I'm talking too much. Craig a little antsy right now. I know you want to say it, Craig.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, Craig. I'm making too much sense, Craig. Calm down. God damn. I know. I'm making too much damn sense. Calm down. I'm making too much sense, Craig. Persona is the most toxic PlayStation gamer on YouTube. Oh no. Right? So, but see, here's the other thing, right? I was like, you know what? I said, you know what? I want the gaming community to see this stupidity, to see this stupid shit. I want them to see it. So I quote tweeted. Where's the quote tweet? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the quote tweet? Did the quote tweet go away too? Oh no, here it is. I quote tweeted it because I wanted people to see this stupid shit, because this happens entirely too often on Twitter where people reply to tweets on Twitter and don't actually read to understand the tweet. They read to reply. They don't read to understand. This is one of the biggest reasons why I ask questions. I love asking questions, man. Hold on, let me drink something. I love asking questions because I want to understand your thought process before I give my thoughts on what you're saying. As long as I'm in the know, I can go at you in a specific way. But see, here's the problem. A lot of people don't know how to explain their opinions. They give you that, it's my truth. It's my truth. Accept, take it or leave it. It's my truth. My man. What? Explain. Give an example. Give a detail. Why do you think the way you do about whatever it is that we're talking about, or whatever it is that you're tweeting out in the moment? They love to do this. It's my truth. Take it or leave it. I'm like, but you tweeting this out to millions of people. You think people aren't going to reply asking for you to elaborate? That's the problem with Twitter. But yeah. So State of Play this Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm most likely. I'm 95% sure I'm going to I'm going to stream it. I'm gonna stream it. I'll definitely stream it. But let's talk about something else. And I think I think y'all know what I want to talk about. I'll give y'all a hint. Hey yo, let's talk about this Switch, man. Let's talk about the Switch real quick, man. Let's talk about the Switch, or as some people like to refer to it,
They're an anomaly.
the anomaly.
They're an anomaly.
It's an anomaly, guys. It's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
Let's talk about Nintendo, the anomaly. All right, so let's talk about this anomaly real quick. Surprise, surprise, Nintendo released a trailer today with a new, announcing a new variation of the Nintendo Switch.
They're an anomaly.
And hold on. So, they released the trailer of this OLED Switch. And I can't stop laughing. Because when I seen this shit this morning, I immediately was like, yo, Nintendo really can, like, get away with anything, bruh. Like, yo, Nintendo don't do no wrong. That ain't just like some fanboy rhetoric. That's like the truth. Nintendo really can't. Nintendo can really do the bare minimum. Nintendo can really do the bare fucking minimum. And it just works. It sells. Yo, Caleb, appreciate you. He says, I call it the Nintendo Switch Pro LED. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. And yo, at some level, you gotta kind of just tip your hat to Nintendo, bro. Because they really can't do no wrong. Nintendo can really do the bare minimum. And just make millions. At some point, like, you gotta kind of tip your hat to that. And listen, Nintendo, we all know Nintendo's the grandfather of gaming. For a lot of us, let me get the usual shit out the way before we start talking about this. Nintendo's the grandfather of gaming. For a lot of us, that was our first console. Nintendo introduced us to gaming, blah, 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 all that other stuff.
They're an anomaly.
All that other, we get it. All right, anyway. I love Nintendo too, just as much as not as much as some of these fools and what they about to do here. But, Nintendo will always have a special place in my heart because my first console was a Super Nintendo. They got me into gaming. They brought me a lot of years of joy as a kid growing up. All right, let me put that disclaimer out because, someone gonna be like, Persona, there you go, bashing Nintendo. Shut up. All right. Let me give Nintendo their flowers now before we shit on them, because we definitely gonna be shitting on them. Nintendo is definitely, introduced me to gaming. I always have a special place in my heart for Nintendo. Nintendo is I remember when I was a kid, when my mom first bought me my Super Nintendo, she had bought the Namco collection, which came with Miss Pac-Man. And I remember me and my mom, we played Miss Pac-Man all night. My mom's favorite game was Tetris. We used to play Tetris together. We used to play the Mario Tetris, and all the time, and Super Mario RPG, and Super Punch Out, Donkey Kong, all that great Street Fighter, everything. Okay, listen, I love Nintendo for the joy that it has brought me as a child. Right, I will always love them for that, and like I said, they will always have a special place in my heart. Always and forever. But listen, sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. Sometimes you gotta pull your best friend to the side and say, hey bruh, you're fucking up. And this is one of those times where you gotta pull Nintendo to the side and say, Nintendo, I love you. Nintendo, I don't ever want to see you go away, but you're fucking up. You're doing the bare minimum here, and this time we cannot accept it. Straight up. Listen, let's go back to the insiders for a second. You bastards make me sick. I'm sorry. I'm shitting on this episode, we shitting on insiders today. You insider bastards make me sick to the pit of my stomach. You make me sick because you put out all this cryptic, misleading information. Oh yeah, Nintendo's making a pro version. It's gonna do 4K 60 and it's gonna be as powerful of a PlayStation 4 and all this is gonna be up there and they're gonna be making this and making that and oh, Nintendo's doing this and then it's like either they're not doing it right now or the information that they got was some shitty information, because clearly this is what they were talking about. You insiders make me sick. I really wish you insiders would go away. Just go away. Leave the gaming community. Go be an insider for the anime community or something. Talk about how Boruto is gonna get the Rinnegan in 50 chapters in the manga. Go make some bullshit insiders like that. Go spread some shit like that or something. Right? But get out of gaming. Because you really do. You really don't bring anything of value to gaming. I'm sorry, man. Insiders, you just make me sick. I'm being honest. A lot of you might not like that. There might even be some insiders listening to this. I have to be honest, man. I gotta speak from the heart. You make me sick. But back to Nintendo. Nintendo, you're not excused from this either. Oh no, Nintendo, you're not excused from this. Because you're doing an OLED screen, enhanced audio, 60 frames per second, not 60 frames, 64 gigabyte internal memory card instead of what I think is 32 gig. Where's my Switch? I forgot what the internal memory was. My Switch is in the bedroom. Hold on, I want to be right. Hold on, let me see what the internal, hold on. So we got the old Switch. We got the old switcheroos. Right? Let's turn it on. I've been playing Monster Hunter Stories, the trial version. Really good game too. So, and I have my Switch is I have a launch day Switch. So this is the 2017 like launch day Switch that I have, right? System. Where the fuck is the memory at? System memory. Not that. Oh, data management. All right, so about 32. About 32, maybe 40. I could be wrong. 32 gigs. Yeah, I'm looking at, because I got stuff saved on the internal, so it's like telling me I've got 16 gigs free. It's 32. It's 32, right? So now it's 64. Okay, fine. Big whoop. OLED screen. Oh, I'm sorry. PS Vita's been doing that since 2010. still got my OLED Vita sitting somewhere around here. Actually, I think it's sitting in my Vita case, in my Vita carrying case. That's where my Vita, not my Vita, in my Switch carrying case. That's where my Vita is. My OLED Vita. How long we been doing that? And this is why I kind of get angry at this gaming community sometimes when I think about the Switch and the Vita, because the Vita does so much more for so much less, and people didn't take to it. The games, everything, the type, like, you know, these indies and these Japanese games and these more obscure games and all that. Vita was getting a lot of these games as well, and it didn't take. It didn't take. I guess the community wasn't ready at the time or whatever. That's what people want to say. Listen, man, y'all know my thoughts on that, man. Or if y'all don't, I'll tell y'all. Listen, it was because it was PlayStation. I know y'all going, oh, but Persona, it's not that big. All right, listen. But, you know, Vita was doing a lot of this stuff. Vita was doing a lot. Yo, Chris Righteous, what's good, man? He said day one. You funny, Chris. Vita was doing a lot of this stuff a long time ago and doing more and doing things at a much higher pace. When it came to the quality, people didn't want it. But let's fast forward to the Switch. Oh, you getting a OLED. You get a LAN cable with the dock. I mean, you get a LAN port with the dock. Now you get 64 gigs of internal memory. What else you get? Enhanced audio, and now you can tilt the back what is it called? The back flap or whatever, like whenever you want the back stand. Now you can tilt the stand even further, and now it's wider. Oh, okay, big whoop. That don't sound like no pro version to me. That don't sound very pro, if you ask me. Personally speaking, right? Obviously, I'm speaking for myself and nobody else, but personally speaking, that don't sound very pro to me. All right. Then you fast forward to, there's no, from what we see right now and from what the article is saying, there's no change to the internals of the Switch. So you're still getting sub HD with a lot of these games, 30 frames, muddy looking games. Like it's still getting that quote unquote handheld experience. Here's my thing. It's $350 for this new Switch. The original Switch is $300. This is $350. I want to go to something that Bari said. Shout out to my boy Bari. I'm going to something that Bari said. I want to go to something that Bari said. I retweeted it too. Where's that? I retweeted. Where was it at? Where is it? I retweeted it. I'm trying to find it. I retweeted. Where you at? Show me where you at. Can't find it, guys. Where's it at? Damn, where is it at? I got too many dimensions. Can't find it. Should have had this queued up. My fault. It's my fault, guys. Y'all can yell at me. I'm sorry, guys. I know I should have had this queued up. I'm still looking for it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Shout out to my boy Bari, man. Shout out to my bro Bari. Very calculated. You understand? So he says, same people upset or confused. I wish Bari would have put parentheses around this confused, because we know these motherfuckers ain't confused, right? Like, we know that. They're not confused. Like, it's only confusing when it's PlayStation. Y'all know that though. But anyway, same people upset or confused on paying $10 extra for PS5 games, about to buy a OLED Switch. Just watch. Oh my God. Yo, round of applause, man. Shout out to my boy Bari. Because I swear, I swear to you, I was gonna make this point during the show. And he beat me. He put it. I was like, damn, yo, I literally was gonna make this same exact point on the show. So I said I'd shout him out. I gotta shout him out, man, because he it's the truth, man. Right? Whenever, just last week, And this is why I say the gaming community is so funny, right? Because remember when it was the indie dev crying and bitching about $25,000 promotion and all this, and you know, people were rallying behind indie devs saying, yeah, we need to buy more of this, buy more of that. And then when it came time to actually buy shit, people didn't want to buy people talking about, you gotta support the devs and you gotta support this. And, people always talking about supporting something. But when it's time to put up the money, the things with the dead presidents on it, when it's time to put the monies up to actually start supporting shit, that's when people tuck tail and run. That's when people start talking about what's great for gamers.
But this is great for gamers.
Right? And then God forbid we bring up Nintendo. You know what they love to say?
It's Nintendo. They're an anomaly.
It's Nintendo. It's different. You know what they love to say, guys? It's different. It's Nintendo.
It's different. It's an anomaly. Well, Nintendo's in their own lane. Well, Nintendo's doing things different. Well, Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
Well, Nintendo's doing this. Or Nintendo's doing that. Nintendo doesn't really... Nintendo's not in competition with everyone else. Nintendo's not in competition with PlayStation. Nintendo's not in competition with Xbox. Nintendo's in their own lane. Nintendo's an anomaly.
They're an anomaly.
That's what they love to say. Nintendo's in their own lane. All this bullshit. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, look, guys, no. Nintendo is competing for your dollars just like everyone else. For $350, you can buy a Series S, get more games, and get a stronger console. For an extra $50, you can get a true next-gen console, PlayStation 5, and get some of the best experiences in gaming right now. Craig, I'm talking too much, bruh.
Persona, shut the fuck up.
I'm talking too much, Craig. I'm talking one more time, Craig. I'm talking too much, Craig.
Persona,
I'm sorry.
shut the fuck up.
I'm talking too much. I'm making too much sense. For $50 extra, you can get an all-digital PlayStation 5 and play some of the best games on the market right now. For $350, you could buy a Series S and get Game Pass and play over 250 plus games right now. Get it 120 frames per second, 60 frames per second, games that look better. Why is it that Nintendo is the only ones that don't have to compete? And I said to you guys, I love Nintendo. But no, they are also in competition for our dollars. They are also in competition just like Xbox and PlayStation. They are also in competition that they have to put out quality products. But people don't care about that when it comes to Nintendo. When it comes to Nintendo, people will gladly spend 50, 60, 80, 90, 100, 200. They don't care. They will gladly spend the extra money for the Nintendo product. But God forbid a developer that has supported the hell out of this game. I'm talking about Ghost of Tsushima, if you didn't know. A developer that supported the hell out of this game. Gave us free multiplayer component. Gave us a free raid, free updates, all these different things. God forbid they say, look, the developmental techniques we did for this game to run cutscenes in real time, this is what we feel we are due. God forbid a developer actually asks you to support the work that they put into the games to make these games as great as they are. God forbid. But Nintendo, bare minimum, hey, come get this dry ass OLED sandwich. Come get this dry ass OLED. $350. $350. Yo, Terry, what's up, man? $350? Oh man, I can't wait to go out and spend that. Mom! I need $350. I want to go and get this brand new OLED Nintendo Switch. Hey, honey. Hey, honey, I'm gonna run down to Best Buy and pre-order this Nintendo Switch. You want anything?
How do you sound? But God forbid. God forbid. Oh, we need a, we want you guys to pay an extra $10 for PS5 upgrade.
Huh? Upgrade? $10? PlayStation 5? Lip sync? Japanese voices? Real-time cutscenes? $10? Not my $10. Not my money, no way, no how.
It's crazy, man. It's borderline disgusting because people don't even care that they're being hypocritical. That's the scariest part about this, that people are outright being hypocritical and they don't care. But these are the things that hurt the industry. These are the things that put the gaming community in this frenzy. These are the things that has the gaming media circling the toilet bowl. Shit like this. The favoritism, the nepotism, the lying, the misinformation, the accepting of one thing but not accepting of the other. Who the hell wants to deal with that shit? And then the funny thing is people will say, oh, well, you know what, they're an anomaly. You keep saying Nintendo's an anomaly and Nintendo's in their own lane. No, asshole. On a highway, there are 3, sometimes 4 lanes, but listen, we don't talk about PC. That lane is for like getting off. That's the off ramp. Anyway, there's a fast lane, which is the far left, which is PlayStation. It's the middle lane, which is Xbox. And then it's the right lane, which is Nintendo. Nintendo's not in their own special lane that nobody else drives down. No, they're all on the highway. They're all got their own lane. But it's all on the same highway. The highway being the gaming industry. The highway being you as a consumer. They all are driving to the destination of the consumer to sell their product, to get your money. It is up to you to really, truly determine what is worth buying. Remember, worth is subjective. Worth is subjective. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's why Xboxes are selling somewhere. One man's trash is another man's trash. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. Anyway, we're talking about Nintendo today, not Xbox. Anyway, it's worth it. It's worth it to somebody. But then when the gaming community stays in this stagnant state, don't complain. Don't complain about the same old thing. Don't complain about, games not getting better. Don't complain about games not getting bigger. Don't complain about less games releasing. Don't complain about none of it. Don't complain. Because when that stuff inevitably happens, for a lot of people in the community, you contributed to that. The bare minimum. The bare minimum, bruh. The bare minimum. But you know what they say? They're an anomaly. They're an anomaly. That's what they say. Like you goddamn Buzz Lightyear or some shit, man. I ain't going to space. I ain't no astronaut. I don't think anybody else here is an astronaut. Ain't no anomalies. I don't see no damn anomalies. Bare minimum, bruh. We can't even hold them. Bro, this is the craziest part about this community, bro. We can't even hold everybody to the same level of quality, bruh. When it's PlayStation, it's gotta be the best or nothing at all. If it's not the best, it's not worth having. That's what people say. That's what they expect of PlayStation. They expect the best. With Xbox, You expect a personal heater. Nah, but all jokes aside, with Xbox, you know, you expect them to you know, they got the cash, you know, they got the cash. You're gonna expect them to throw their money around, make deals and do this and do, like, you expect that of them. I mean, I really expect them to put out some high quality games too, but listen, this ain't the conversation for that. But with Nintendo, Jay Wright got blocked on accident, huh? He did. All right, I'll fix it. But with Nintendo, it's the bare minimum, bruh. It's the bare minimum. Hi, my boy Jay Wright. My boy. Where's he at? Oh, I see you. All right, you good now, Jay Wright? If you're listening to this, you should be able to type in the chat now. I fixed it. But it's the bare minimum, bruh. We can't even expect the bare minimum from. Yeah. I fixed it with Jay Wright. He's good now. Jay Wright, you should be able to type in the chat. Let me see. He might have left, but when he comes back, he'll be good. He'll be able to type in the chat. But when it comes to Nintendo, it literally, like, we can't even expect people to demand just the same level of PlayStation. We're not even talking about just exceeding and trying to go beyond and recreating the wheel. Just getting to that level. Not even to the level of Xbox, bruh. When I'm talking in terms of quality, in terms of like the components and really updating the console, I'm not talking about just an OLED screen. You can't even demand that. Nintendo fans can't even demand that. That's how crazy this is. I seen people all through Twitter today. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god, where's the pre-orders, guys? Where's the pre-orders? Where's the pre-orders, guys? I can't wait to pre-order this. I can't wait. But then we'll turn and look at Xbox and say Xbox don't deserve your money. How'd that work? In a world where we keep talking about frames, resolutions, specs, and all this other shit, PC master race and all that, I've seen a lot of PC dudes. I can't wait to pick this up. I can't wait to pick this up. You PC master race. You all about PC. You talking about you can't wait to pick this up? You serious? In a world where the people keep saying a console ain't worth buying because they can play the games on PC, you see PC players talking about they can't wait to pick this up. A Switch Pro, whatever you want to call this thing, OLED Switch, whatever. And I'm sitting there like, huh? You all about frames and resolution and graphics and all this other shit. And you talking about you can't wait to pick this up? You about to drop $350 for this? I don't know. Man. You lost me. You lost me. But like I said, when gaming becomes just this, it's just the same thing. People are already saying it now. How many people you see, and really it's just because a lot of people's taste in gaming suck, right? But you see people now, oh, there's nothing really worth buying, and oh well, gaming's just kind of dry right now. And I'm like, I've been playing Scarlet Nexus for like a week and a half now. I love that game. I went back to Uncharted 4 multiplayer. Rekindled the fire of that. Been on that pretty heavy. Like, what do you mean gaming is dry, bruh? What y'all talk? No, expand your horizons. See, here's the other thing. When it comes to Nintendo, keep getting the same thing, man, and it's okay. The same thing. Maybe it's me. Am I off? Let me know in the chat, guys. Am I off base here? I really want to know too. Am I off base here? Is something wrong with my logic? Am I expecting too much of Nintendo? Is Nintendo really an anomaly?
They're an anomaly.
Let me know in the chat. I really want to know. I genuinely want to know. I am off base here. Logical said yes. I'm on point. I appreciate that. And listen, man, like I said, I got a soft place. I got a special place in my heart for Nintendo. They introduced me to gaming, man. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, 3DS, DS, DSi, GameCube, all of that, man. I had all that, man. Played all that stuff. Still, no. I also grew up, man. I grew up. I ain't about to be out here getting finessed. Nah, yo, Kim. Nah, Nintendo is taking bait. Nah. Kim, we not gonna play that game, man. No. Ain't no baby steps for no $1 billion company, bro. No. Nintendo needs to stop being stubborn and really get with the program. That's what they need to do. I know, it's working for them. That's that anomaly bullshit.
They're an anomaly.
That's that anomaly bullshit. It's working for them. Games are selling. It's working. That's that. Them saying, people that say that are pretty much saying
they're an anomaly.
They're an anomaly. That's really what they're saying. That's their way of telling you it's Nintendo. It's Nintendo. That's their way of telling you that. That's what that is. When people say shit like that, that's just them saying, oh, they're an anomaly. That's what people say when they have no rebuttal. When you start making points of why Nintendo needs to upgrade their system and why Nintendo needs to do more and do better at this, that, and the third, when people don't have a rebuttal, they run to the sales. They run to it's working for them. They're selling. They're selling consoles. They're selling games. That's what they always run to. No fucking rebuttal. Just because they selling does that mean you can't agree? Does that mean that you don't think that they also need to upgrade their hardware, upgrade their systems? Is that what that means? What does that mean? Like, I'm really asking, what does that mean? Yeah, they're selling, great. They still need to make upgrades. They still need to get with the times. They still need to get with the program in gaming. They still do. There's still a lot of games, third-party games, that do not go to Switch because you can't develop for that hardware, bruh. Yeah, some of these devs do it. Not all of them. You see shit like COD and all that going to Switch? No. Oh, well, Nintendo doesn't need that. That's that anomaly bullshit. That's that anytime let me tell you something. The talking points that a lot of people like to use when it comes to Nintendo, it all falls within the same realm of it's an anomaly, right? Oh, well, they're selling. It's an anomaly.
They're an anomaly.
That's what that means. Oh, well, why does Nintendo need games like that? Xbox and PlayStation have them. Nintendo doesn't need that.
They're an anomaly.
That's what they're saying. They're an anomaly. No rebuttal. No real thought out. It's just that. They're an anomaly. That's it. What's another one? Oh, well, Nintendo's not my main console anyway, so it's not that big a deal.
They're an anomaly. It's Nintendo.
That's what they're saying. That's what that is. It's a scapegoat. Some bullshit. That's what it is. That's what it is. No true rebuttal. Well, why does Nintendo need to do that? They're an anomaly. That's what they say. That's what they saying. Nintendo's doing its own thing. Yep. They're an anomaly. That's what they say. It's Nintendo. They're an anomaly. It's Nintendo. They're an anomaly. That's what it is. Nintendo's just off doing their own thing. It's not that big a deal. They're an anomaly. That's what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. And I'm sitting there like, no, they still need to do more. But listen, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. What time is it? 7 o'clock? Yeah, we got a couple minutes. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna open up the chat for a couple minutes. Not too long though. Yo, if you gotta come through. Come on through to the chat. I wanna hear what y'all think about this. No, it ain't bringing. Yo, Stu Jersey, no, it ain't bringing. It's gonna be the same Switch you got now, just with an OLED. I'm in the Discord, man. Y'all come through real quick. Real quick. I'm not. It's not gonna be too long though. Maybe like 30 minutes. I want to play some games. Cause I'm hungry. What's up, Karma? Oh my, what up?
How are you doing, Persona?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm fine. Playing Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Oh yeah, that game's really good. I love that game. Doing the DLC or the main story?
I just bought the DLC. They have it discounted for 10 bucks, 20 euro on my end.
Yeah.
All 3 DLC. Yeah, I bought them.
Nice. So what's your thoughts on this whole Nintendo stuff, man?
Yeah. From the moment I started being involved in the gaming industry, all I kept hearing is Nintendo is just being Nintendo. And people don't care that they don't have, yeah, people don't care they don't have trophies. People don't care that they are the only company that are still putting out 720p resolution. People don't care that they are the only console right now that have a weaker console than the PlayStation 4. Let that sink in. They just don't care. The thing is, Nintendo are so good at making games, and I'm talking about games like Mario, games like Zelda, stuff like that, like Metroid, that they get a pass when it comes to being quote unquote, no, not quote unquote, literally the weakest console out there. And that's literally doing the least for the consumers, and they're okay with it. We both know that this Switch OLED, I don't know what it's even called.
OLED.
It's gonna...
It's Switch OLED model. I don't think there's like a special name for it. Like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna call it Switch O. We both know that the Switch O is gonna sell a lot. People don't care. Mind you, you said it. These are the same people that said, why do you need a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox One PC is a thing? But hey, that's how you know that people still care about PlayStation, because they can't stop talking about it, whether it's positive or negative. But Nintendo, hey, it's just being Nintendo. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
They're an anomaly. Do you think that do you personally think that Nintendo needs to compete with both Xbox and PlayStation when it
Fuck
comes
no.
to the power of the
Are
console?
they? Are
You
they
don't
not?
think they need to compete?
Fuck. Fuck. Yes, I think they need to compete. Are they not in the same industry as? They are not in the food industry or in the what's called sport industry. They're literally in the gaming industry.
Hmm.
They should be competing for our dollars, but they're not because
Well,
the fan base
people gonna
are
give
okay with it.
people gonna give. That's the thing, though. People gonna give them the money anyway. I mean, just look.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what up? Yo, good evening, y'all.
So
Yo, Spartan, what up, man?
Okay. Now, I want to ask you something. Can I have the floor real quick?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So I'm sure you hear when I cursed Nintendo, like J Party, J Tech, and them streams at the round table, right? And I say fuck Nintendo a lot, even though I started there.
Mm.
That's real because I feel Nintendo hasn't evolved, and I want them to dominate like before. That's legit
Yeah.
anger from me. Like I'm dead ass serious, right? So when I seen Sony, even though I moved to PlayStation, I had no problem with Sony dominating and putting out good games. Even Xbox 360, I didn't mind that shit because the Wii did good. The problem I have with Nintendo, right, is they don't fucking change, which is a bad thing because a lot of people say it works for them and they make their money, which is good. That's all they want to do. I understand that, but to be honest, do you see how much shit we gave the Xbox One at launch last gen for 720p? You see how bad the media did that, right?
Yeah.
Now, because it was next gen console, because the 360 maximum resolution was 720p and they did it.
Hmm.
I think this is very fucked up that they pick and choose which size. I feel like that the Switch should get that same, hey, I don't care the fuck if it's a handheld, because think about it, the Wii U, right? The fucking tablet could do 900p.
Mm.
And you can play the games on the fucking tablet without the shit they just have to charge, right?
Mhm.
You don't need the console, like, well, you do, obviously, connect with the disc, but like, you go play the fucking tablet with 900p. Why is this an OLED screen? Ooh, like you see how the Vita is trending right now?
Well, yeah, because Vita was doing that almost 10
The
years ago.
Vita, look here. I'm gonna list all the shit the Vita has, right? The Vita has everything the PS4 had. Mind you, the Orbis, the OS for the PS4 was inspired by the Vita. A lot of people don't know. Do you know who the engineer of the PlayStation Vita was?
Oh.
Mark Cerny.
Mark Cerny?
Mm-hmm. Look that up. That's well documented, right?
Mm-hmm.
And been the ICE team, and some people from Naughty Dog who are on the ICE team. Look here. Do you remember them overpriced proprietary memory cards they have?
Yeah.
Do you see the compression technique that's in the PS5?
Yeah.
Do you know that was in their memory chips, right? That's why it was so damn expensive back then.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of you having like the little cartridge like the DS had, like bro, you would literally have memory. You would have literally a compressed file in the Vita. You just needed the storage for it, right? A lot of people don't know that. They think Sony was just being greedy, bro. They had compression technology in their handheld that came out, 2011? The PS5 came out in 2020. That is 9 years. Mind you, it had all of that. It had a Wi-Fi 5, actually. It was the first handheld to have that. Wi-Fi 5, before even the fucking iPhones got it. And Android phones, they had it. Right? You could connect literally 7 devices at one time, at launch. So basically, you see how they had the PS TV set up as well. So it supported PS TV, PS3, PS4. It supports PS5, ironically, right now. And it supported PS Now. Sony put everything in that console to last, that handheld. And nobody wanted to buy it because Sony didn't have. Some guy just told me named Nicholas. Sony never supported it. They just had. He's the same person who told me Sony is abandoned in Japan, but at the same time, just told me the problem with the Vita is that they didn't have any other games outside of JRPGs. They only focused on Japan. That's correct. But Persona, let me ask you something. Would you keep on supporting a device if the people aren't supporting it?
No.
Because I can give an example. Nintendo stopped supporting the Wii U, yes? When the people stopped supporting it. They came out with the Switch, right?
Like, they stopped supporting that really early in its life.
Okay,
Came out
so
with the Switch,
he always he was bash Sony, bro. I would give Sony shit for a lot of shit, like that book the Wonder Book and the PSP. They did good with sales, but they didn't really push that. It was like a mini PS2. It was convenient, right? I can give Sony a lot of shit for like they started PS3, the cockiness. I can give them shit for all of that. The Vita, I think, is one time I would excuse Sony because they did push that system. But remember, they were also preparing for PS4. PS3 was still selling, so a lot of PS3 attention took over that. And they launched a console where they said they put it out there to die. No, they put it out there as a convenience.
No, a
'Cause
lot
look,
of people were saying, because I remember the articles that were coming out during the Vita's time. There was a lot of articles coming out, people saying, the Vita, no one wants console-like experiences on the go, and
and
all
I'm
these
like,
different things. And even
I remember that.
Even with
So
PS
do you
now,
think?
PS now.
So do you
is like,
think?
what'd you say?
Do you think the Vita was ahead of time then?
It was, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
look, bro,
It
it's
was.
always a
It was.
thing. It's always a thing. Think about it. I'm gonna give the consoles ahead of their time. The Dreamcast was ahead of its time. Like, bro, that shit has everything we use now, from the online to the fucking party chat. That shit was on shit that was on PCs. Because remember, I had a custom version of Windows on it, right? So keep in mind, the Dreamcast had out the Dream Eye, the motion tracking, the online gaming. All that shit was dial-up. But it started with Sega, right? PS3 was ahead of its time. Literally, that shit had everything from 3 fucking USB, from Ethernet to Wi-Fi. Ironically, from Wi-Fi to fucking Blu-ray to having fucking support for CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray. Like, what other fucking device you know that? And then you had the Vita, which had an OLED screen. Keep in mind, the next year Sony released a smartphone with a 4K. No, that was 3 years later. With a 4K screen, so they had OLED already on the device. That was the first handheld to do that. They're the first person that had 3D for their shit. Remember, PS3 had the 3D. Then Nintendo used it for the 3DS. Like, it was the first fucking device that had a stylus support. Because remember, the DS had a stylus. Sony was the first person to show that off. They got rid of it and they just said use your fingers. Ironically, Apple said that shit.
Yeah, but
Literally.
in terms of like Nintendo, I think personally, like I said, Nintendo's always gonna have like a soft place in my heart. And hey, hold
I
on,
love them.
hold on.
I love them, bro.
We got a true Nintendo fan in the building.
Bland,
I love
Yes.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yo, Bland, what's good, bro?
What's going on, guys?
Sure.
I know I make fun of the PlayStation Nation quite a bit, but I generally do enjoy you guys' stuff and what you guys do here. It's makes the day go by really good.
What up?
so.
What up, bro? Like, it's been a while since I heard from Blandrew, bro. Where the fuck you
Is
been?
it first time for him to join here?
Yo, man, appreciate you coming through, bro. Yo, so listen, I wanted Bland to come through, man, because I know Bland is like a true, like, he's a Nintendo fan. Like, he rocks, he reps Nintendo. So everything, like I said, everything I'm saying and what everyone's saying, like, it's coming from my perspective of my experiences now with Nintendo. It's not my main console anymore, but with Bland, he rocked with Nintendo. So Bland, I want you to kind of like just talk to us, man. What are your thoughts? And I know you're going over.
But I ain't finished.
But huh?
Yeah, you can finish your point.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. You're good.
Okay, so for this Switch OLED, right? I don't mind them doing that, but to make it a big deal, I think that's kind of a slap in the face. Because I know they made custom versions, like multiple versions of their handhelds, the DS, DS Lite. Oh, I had all them shits, 3DS XL, the mini shit that just had not foldable screens, and they did it for the Switch. You can't take off the edges. Honestly, I think this wasn't it. And it's 720p in 2021. I would get if it was like, an Xbox game, like Series X, like S having, that makes sense because it's low power. But just to add an OLED screen, and it costs more than the fucking regular Switch, and whatever that name of that Switch is, Switch Lite or whatever, that's $199. The regular Switch is $299. This is $350. Why does it cost more? Like, OLED screens is cheap as fuck.
Trying to
I
get
feel like they're like,
trying to get that money, man.
I mean, it's a larger screen. Yes, I get it. It's a larger screen, but bro, the fucking Wii U, the tablet shit, had the OLED screen.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. The PlayStation Vita eventually ended up removing the OLED in the later versions, right?
Yeah,
That's
they
correct.
created.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
they created a different, like, crystal, like crystal LED, LCD.
And was
display.
that a cheaper model than the original version or no?
Yeah.
No,
It
it was the same price, but it dropped in price quicker because the screen was able. It was a thing with LG at the time, like producing screens, and then Samsung deal they fell apart. Sony just parted ways with them, so they just made a cheaper version of with using their own shit.
Oh, okay.
But Bland, you know, I wanna get your thoughts on all this, man, because you know the community, you know, you seen Twitter today, I'm sure, like, you know, everyone's up in arms and blah blah blah. From your perspective, man, just give me your thoughts and break it down, man. Like, how you feel about this? Is this what you were expecting? Are you happy with this announcement? Like, give us your thoughts, man.
I really had no expectations going into this. If you noticed, I was pretty quiet about Switch rumors and stuff like that when it pertained to Twitter. When it pertained to the Weapon Wheel podcast, people would ask me, what do you think about the Switch Pro rumors? And I was just quiet the whole time. I had no real thoughts on it because I really don't take insiders too seriously. They told us that, you know, the Switch wasn't going to launch with Breath of the Wild. Yeah, no. They just have a really trash track record on all platforms. So I just kind of ignore all that stuff and just wait to see what the official company has to say. When I woke up, I saw the Switch Pro like 5 minutes after I woke up, and it wasn't what I was expecting, but again, I'm not all that shocked by what it was. I don't think it's necessarily fair that a lot of people are using what insiders said about what the Switch Pro would be, that it would be 4K, that it would be DLSS, that it would be running its own exclusives, because in my opinion, doing something like that is like saying, you know, when Hip Hop Gamer was out there saying that the PlayStation 5 was going to be PS1 through PS4, it was going to have a remaster engine, it would be 120 frames per second, it would have brand new textures and all that stuff. But the Nintendo Switch OLED as it is currently, I don't think it's a bad thing. If you look at Nintendo's past in their consoles and compare it to their handheld counterparts, regardless of how popular or how bad those consoles have sold over the years, even as popular as the Wii was with almost 100 million sold, the Nintendo DS still did 155 more. So in my opinion, not in my opinion, but I'm not surprised that Nintendo with the Nintendo Switch would try to cater more towards that handheld crowd. And in my opinion, I don't think that's a bad move. Now, are there things I would have liked to see changed with this Switch OLED? Sure. 4K, I was hoping to see 4K so that I could revisit Xenoblade Chronicles 2, do a whole nother run of that, Xenoblade Chronicles. A lot of my favorite Switch games that came out throughout its lifespan. And I thought a 1080p screen would have been reasonable, but for what it is, I don't think it's a bad deal whatsoever.
Are you gonna buy it?
Oh, of course. I'm waiting for the pre-order links. I'm looking. I'm stalking Wario 64's Twitter right now.
And this is why Nintendo can get away with it.
I don't think it's anything to get away with though.
Anomaly.
Dude, I just said they are the only company that don't have trophies, and they're literally playing at 720p.
Yeah, but that whole power narrative and all this other stuff, that's not what Nintendo and Nintendo fans generally care about. That stuff, you know, Xbox and PlayStation gamers try to push. Even when the Switch was originally coming out and people were arguing the PS4 Neo and it needs to be as strong as the Xbox Scorpio, I tried telling people, at the end of the day, when it pertains to Nintendo's audience, none of that stuff really matters. And I know people like to say, you know, try to compare it with the Vita and say, well, what happened to you guys don't want to play console games on the go? Again, Nintendo's audience, certain guidelines don't really, you know, correlate with both audiences. Uncharted, you know, Killzone, these are console games that you want to see on a TV at the highest of highest settings. These aren't games that you want to take on the go. Now, something like a Mario, something like a Zelda, games that are pick up and play games that aren't cinematic experiences where you need to be set the mood, be sitting in a good chair, got all the lights off, got the best TV and everything for God of War. We're not really doing that over here for the Nintendo Switch, so that's why I don't really compare the two in that regard.
So do you think that the people who are kind of making a big deal about this, you think they're overreacting?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think it's for those that do want a stronger, more powerful console? I'm not saying it's got to be at the level of PS5, right? But for those that may want something that's stronger,
PS4 at least.
yeah, something at PS4 level or something, maybe an inch or two above. For those that may want that, right? Do you think that's fair for people to ask and expect that stuff from Nintendo?
Well, again, I don't think again, like since the beginning of the Switch was never supposed to be that.
Mhm.
That's just how I look at things. Like even before the Switch came out, I never really looked at this thing as something I would be playing Red Dead Redemption on, something I would be playing Call of Duty and Madden and stuff on. For what it does, I think it runs Nintendo games fairly well. Even a lot of the games that are built for it, like I don't know if you played Monster Hunter Rise, but that game, I feel like it runs pretty well for
that RE
what it
engine
is.
is doing wonders on that Switch. Man.
Beautiful.
I've been playing the Monster Hunter Stories 2 demos, which is pretty good as well.
I can't answer you, Persona.
Huh?
I can't answer you when you finish with Blandrew.
No, go ahead.
Oh, you're go ahead.
Like, cause you asked, do I think it's fair based on price, right?
Well, yeah,
I
because
think
when you look
based
at the
on-
price of like the Xbox Series S,
that's why I'm
like
just
the offerings and
see?
things like that, and then PS5.
I didn't even have to. I didn't even have to say nothing.
When you kind of do like the compare and contrast, contrast, compare and contrast, you kind of see you kind of see where there's some there could be discrepancies. Wouldn't you agree, Blandrew? Like looking at the three and what they offer.
Not really, no.
No, really?
Compared with the Xbox Series S and all digital console, not really.
Really?
I think that's price is a ripoff, literally, bro. Because like, think about it, Microsoft. I get they're not meant for power, right? I ain't saying that to go to power.
Yeah.
But at least if people know Nintendo, bro, because Nintendo was to make a powerful console that has third party and their shit, bro, they lead in the market. PlayStation is not doing that.
I actually don't agree with that. I think if the Nintendo Switch was a traditional console, I think that would have hurt it actually.
No, I'm saying like if Nintendo, not the Switch, but like if they made another console and they was about that technology life, like, and it has third party support and everything, I think they made a console like that plus their shit. People buy like 40 versions of their games, one game, just to inflate the attach rate. But I think if Nintendo did that, Nintendo would literally hurt both of them. Because remember, Nintendo don't need all of that ray tracing shit for their games to look good. But imagine you have, let's say Switch console being at least like RDNA or like on shit like at least like 6 teraflops, bro. That enough is a lot for like even though they don't need that. The CPU is the strongest thing on Nintendo consoles. We've always known that because most of the games 60 frames. Resolution or not.
Let me let me get.
Yeah, why would it hurt them, Blandrew? Like,
okay, ask your question.
I don't think it would hurt them at all. I just don't think it would do as much as you guys are claiming it would do. I mean, look at their catalog and what's selling on the console. You have a fitness JRPG for $70 and Ring Fit Adventure that sold 10 million. You have Animal Crossing that's nothing graphically impressive that sold 33 million in 1 year. Like, again, that stuff that you guys try to bring from the PC to from PlayStation, from Xbox, just really doesn't resonate with what people are buying Nintendo consoles.
No, I'm saying, imagine that, bro. You could get all of those games plus the third-party games. I know people don't necessarily buy Nintendo games.
To be honest with you, I kind of look at Nintendo in a situation like Xbox, just in reverse, where Xbox struggles to get Japanese support on the console. Nintendo kind of struggles to get Western support. So,
but there's a reason why.
Would you say that? Would you say, Blanger? Would you say that Nintendo is a bit of an anomaly in the gaming industry?
Yeah.
An anomaly in what way?
Where like they kind of they're in their own lane. Like their aspirations and goals don't align with both Xbox and PlayStation when it comes to success.
Yes, but I would say stop counting Nintendo out. I would say stop counting Nintendo out. I know you got people like to look, Nintendo's in their own lane. They're not worried about the competition. Phil Spencer and Nintendo say that a lot, but there is no doubt in my mind that they are paying attention to what PlayStation and Xbox is doing.
Of course, it's supposed to.
You would still say that they're a bit of an anomaly, yeah?
As far as what people expect out of them from specs and hardware, yes.
Okay.
I truly don't think Sony could get away with
play the
PlayStation 5.
I
truly don't think Sony could get away with,
Sony can't even get away with a PS5 upgrade price, bro.
Go ahead. Who was talking?
I bless you. I'm saying Sony can't even get away with a goddamn PS5
Yeah.
upgrade. Come on, bro. This was all last week. This was the talk all last week, bro.
Facts, bro. Like,
All
think about
weekend.
it. Sony can't give it away with
Wait,
the
are you
Vita.
talking about Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima.
And Nintendo games be $60 for years.
To me, I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's
watched
cool
Weapon
what
Wheel
they're
last
doing
night.
with that whole
On Sunday, what you guys were talking about? I
paying
heard-
for console.
Oh, somebody got some splash noise.
Yeah,
in the background.
My fault,
that's
I'm
you.
finished, I'm
Yeah,
finished.
that's
Oh, somebody got
Smart.
the doing the dishes in the background, or
Yeah, that's you.
No, I was washing my face again.
All right, go ahead. Blam, what were you saying?
what was I talking about? I just lost my track.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima, bro.
Oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I don't think it's.
But
Yo,
Blanche,
oh yeah, go ahead,
Nintendo,
Chris, go ahead.
Nintendo locked fast travel for Skyward Sword behind an amiibo, which is $30.
Let me, disprove that whole little narrative that people are trying to prove about Skyward Sword. They didn't actually lock what do you call it, fast travel behind the amiibo. It is an option to use fast travel anywhere in the game behind the amiibo, but if you just go to a regular save statue that's scattered multiple in a level, you can just fast travel that way too.
So basically, they locked it behind. They locked real fast travel behind Amiibo.
A
The
more
one that's-
convenient
yeah, the
fast
one that's
travel
more
behind the paywall.
Exactly. So, but you're still buying that amiibo day one. You're still getting
Yeah,
that
but
amiibo.
I'm not opening the amiibo. I'm just throwing it right on my shelf, looking beautiful.
But you see what we're trying to say is like when PlayStation does something like that, it's like, oh, bad Sony. But it's like, yo, Nintendo, they do a lot of shit that you in particularly, like, you give up the money for it. You know, if Nintendo say Nintendo had an actual, like, a new Switch with actual upgrades, and they say, hey, if you want to play Breath of the Wild at 4K 60 or whatever, but you had to pay us extra money for it, you would have no problem paying that extra money for it.
Extra money for the game or for the console?
I'm talking about for an upgrade of that game if you got the new console.
No, I would have thought that was trash.
But you still would have bought it though, man.
Oh, absolutely. But I would have thought it was.
You know?
I think you're allowed to do both. I'm not part of this whole boycott crowd where you can't acknowledge something is bad and
Right.
not buy it.
I know
I can
you're not-
acknowledge something is trash, but still want to buy it.
But I don't know, man. Like, as far as like this OLED Switch, I'm disappointed because it's not what I thought it was going to be, which was I just want performance and resolution. That's it. Because that's going to make these Switch games, which are already amazing. Like, Nintendo makes some of the best games, but it's going to make them better. Like, increase resolution and just increase frame rates makes just the experience better. You know what I mean? So I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't that, but I feel like there's still one coming along the way. But I feel like exactly what Blanchard's saying is they're trying to cater more to the handheld, because this is the third time that they did something that benefits the handheld rather than the actual like dock and the, people who want to play these games on the television or whatever. Like, where's our stronger dock? For people who want to play these games on the TV or whatever. So they're definitely catering to the handheld, and it's as far as their hardware. Persona's not gonna like this, I know, but yeah, as far as the hardware, they're not doing what PlayStation and Microsoft is doing. Right, their hardware is completely different. It's an anomaly. Yes, it is. I might not like the answer, but it's a fucking anomaly because it's not doing the same thing. It's not it's going from handheld to TV or whatever.
Y'all niggas y'all love using that anomaly shit, bro. I'm telling you, I'm on point, bro.
No, I'm using it. I was watching the whole show, so I know the show. Right? It's an anomaly, right? But I mean, but that's facts. It's not the same type of hardware. You know what I mean? It's like it's a handheld, and then you put it onto the TV. So for them, they find themselves in a unique position when it comes to hardware. As far as software, all of them are in competition. I don't care what anybody says. All of them are in competitions. When it comes to making the best games and stuff like that, they're all in competition. And Sony and Nintendo are the only ones that are really like battling out right now. Hopefully Microsoft steps it up. But as far as the Switch, yeah, I'm trading in my Switch and I'm getting this one.
Why? It's the same
Hey, yo, this man Aaron funny. Yo, Aaron in the chat said, y'all bash Xbox for no games and man don't mind. Oh wait, and bash Nintendo for no power. It's crazy. Y'all are just fish. Yo, Aaron funny.
Also, they literally.
Why
Oh,
wouldn't
shit.
bash it?
No,
but
I
as far as, like, the
think
price
he talk about people in the chat. I don't think he talk about us.
Yeah, but
So
they also
they're
did
giving you
the
an
Switch.
OLED, right? They're giving you an OLED. It's a bigger screen and there's more storage. I don't see an
It's
issue
the
with
same
like a
battery.
$50 increase.
Mm.
No, but it's not because it's the same battery from the version that they have for a while now, right? But for the people who have like the launch switches, like they came out with another version. Blend, you know, they came out with another version that had a better battery,
Yeah,
right? They
right.
came out with
In the
another
red
version that had a
box.
better
Yeah,
battery,
it was an
right?
hour. Yeah.
So
Yo, Aaron,
everybody,
hold
like,
on. Let me get Aaron's. Let me.
ahead.
All right, so I got
ahead.
Aaron. Aaron said, shout out to Aaron, man. You know, long supporter, man. He says, yeah, they are lacking, but y'all switch what's more important to you, depending on what point you're trying to make. That's the problem. We are supposed to be about games, not power. Hey, it's
But
all.
here's the thing.
It's
Oh,
all.
wait.
Hold on. Let me answer. Hold on. It's all. Aaron, you've been watching me long enough. You know damn well it's all about the games over here. You know damn well. So stop that. But at the same time, would you play games on a Windows 95 computer, or would you want a Windows, or would you
Oh,
want Windows 11 or Windows 10? Would you play games on a Mac High Sierra, or would you want Mac OS Big Sur?
I would
Would
know.
you say?
play-
Would you
would
say
you-
that?
Like, can
Go
you?
ahead.
I gotta say it. Can
Would-
you imagine if we had a Zelda that was on par with God of War?
Or Horizon.
2018?
Man, that would
Oh,
Like,
In terms of what? You talking about just visuals?
You're talking
in terms
about
of
visually.
visuals, in terms of
I want stuff you could pack wildlife, all of that, or like
grown up, in terms
atmosphere,
of
environment.
it got
I mean, Breath of
blood,
Wild
it
has all
got
of that.
gore, all that stuff.
The only
Like
problem,
what?
the only problem with Breath of the Wild to me personally was the frame rate issues and the weapon degradation. That's it. For me
Weapon
personally,
degradation was horrible.
that was
Like,
my only. That was literally those are my only issues with Breath of the Wild.
Nah,
The
that's fair.
the
I
frame issues and the weapon degradation. That's it.
That's
If,
fair.
I
if those stuff wasn't there, if those stuff was like ironed out, yo, I would have been beat that game. I didn't beat it. 'Cause
I
Also,
like the weapon breaking. I just wish they had a way to repair weapons or something.
Yeah,
I have
like
a
if
lot
there
of-
was a way
I
to
have a
repair
lot of-
weapons like on the go where you could keep like some type of item with you or some type of sharpening stone or something,
Right.
I would be
Yeah,
happy.
go to-
I
you're
would be like, all right,
literally
fine.
making your weapon pointless. Like,
Yeah, you keep
that
like 50 of the same
amazing
weapon and shit. I'm like, yeah, I can't.
weapon
I'm not
that
with
you solve all this hard puzzle to get is gonna break in 5 minutes. Like, no.
Yeah, like that was my only issue. Outside of that
Oh.
though, the game was
Persona.
cool. But go ahead.
He has
Shit.
Aaron has a good point, right? He said games are more important, right? But do you know sometimes Nintendo seems to have gaps? Like all three of them have gaps, right? For game releases, right? But the problem is, notice how more developers are able to make, even if they suck or not, more games are being produced on consoles that's like has more power because you know they have less workaround to do. Like Nintendo consoles, when they want to put more games on it. Like remember, at first we had people like EA, and then was saying, nah, this Switch weak, and then they was able to get games on there, right? So I think that if they had a little more power, not saying like PS5 power, like honestly, because that's ridiculous. Because Nintendo games don't need that. They're building the console for them, their games, right? But remember, there's
Well,
developers out there
Nintendo
who
has
want
been
to make
pretty-
more.
I mean, but let's
Right.
let's not shit on Nintendo like 100%.
I would never do that.
Nintendo definitely been consistent, especially a lot more consistent than Xbox when it comes to releasing games. I mean, but yeah,
Right.
let's keep this a stat, right? Like Nintendo is very consistent when it comes to releasing
Yes,
games.
especially 2018, bro. That was a
Yeah,
that was a year they murdered Sony,
they've been very
Astro Chain, and all that, right?
they've been
Yeah, I
very
remember that.
consistent,
That was
but-
2019.
Oh, 2019,
Yeah,
right,
that was
right.
Yeah.
But see, that was one of my favorite games. But here's the thing: I think they should have a little more. Because think about it: if they had a Switch, right, that was on the level of PS4, you see how easy the PS4 is to develop games for. Imagine having your third-party games on the go. I bet you
Yeah.
Nintendo would sell more than everybody if they had a more powerful answer. I'm telling you, bro.
All I'm
Just
saying,
like
all I'm
your
saying,
Xbox.
all I'm saying,
Right,
all I'm saying
right.
is this
But
though.
look,
I'm
it would.
keeping it real. All I'm
That
saying
would be
is
even
this.
worse.
All I'm saying is
telling
this.
you.
I would just like, for me, again, from a long time Nintendo fan and player, I would just like something that's a little bit stronger, man. Like
Bro,
I can't
I
see
agree.
that. I don't see that as
I'll start it there.
I
Like,
don't see that as a negative, man. I really like, and I'm not trying to shit on Nintendo. I'm really trying to say I just want something a little bit stronger, man. Like it don't got to be at the level of PS5. I'm not or PC, and I'm not asking for that. But give me something at least 1080p 60. right? Just something a
Yeah,
little
bro.
stronger, especially when you got phones that are doing things at a much higher rate, right? Come on,
And
man.
it's cheaper.
Yeah,
Bro,
To be
come
honest,
on, man.
I think when it comes to just the Switch in general, I think Nintendo will be waiting for the next generation to do that and have all your games be backwards compatible. Because if you know anything about
What
Nintendo,
generation you mean? We're
The next
literally in the next generation right now.
Well, no, we're in the next generation for Xbox and
No,
PlayStation,
he's
not
talking
Nintendo.
about the next
I
Nintendo.
started the next generation in 2017. You guys started last year, but yeah, I think you'll probably be waiting for the next generation, and then those games will be backwards compatible. Because if you know anything about Nintendo and just pay attention to history, whenever they've got like a really hot product, whether it's the DS going to the 3DS, the Wii going to the Wii U, whatever, the Switch now, generally they like to make sequels to their really successful products. So hopefully that means the next Nintendo platform is backwards compatible with the Switch, and then naturally the hardware will make those games look better on whatever the Switch 2 ends up being. So I think that's what we're gonna end up doing this time around.
Okay.
Like I know some person, a friend
Hold
of
on,
mine.
let me just get the super chat real quick.
Yeah,
Yo,
okay.
shout out to my boy Fox, man. Foxing around, aka Austin. He said, Nintendo is the class clown that never participated in any group project. It skated by in school, but still got to attend graduation. Hey, yo, that's funny.
And they
yeah,
outselling everybody.
True. Now they most successful, right? Outside of school. Go ahead, all right, Omar.
I know a friend of mine that wanted to play what's called Astral Chain. He chose not to play it because the Switch couldn't even do 30 FPS at some time.
I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie,
that's
man.
sad,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie. He
Yo.
missing out on a good game, man. That Astro
Yeah,
Chain
yo.
was fire, bro.
Astral Chain is gorgeous, and I don't think
Yeah,
the frame
I
rate
want that
was all
game
that
on
bad in that game.
No,
It wasn't, bro.
there wasn't really. Yeah, the Astro Chain
60,
actually
it
does
was
look
60,
really
it
good
dropped.
in handheld,
Yo.
and it was like no, it weren't that many. Like I played that game start to finish. I put a lot of time.
And it was
in there.
60.
Yeah,
It was 60
there
frames on
wasn't
both.
that many issues with Astro Chain.
You
I would buy a
guys,
Switch just for Astral Chain, not gonna lie.
Bro,
you
that
guys
game
still
was
watch
fire,
Digital
bro.
Foundry in the year 2021?
Nah, I don't watch. I don't watch.
sometimes.
Nah,
Oh,
nah.
Jesus.
I just
Okay.
I just like when they talk about things like Jordan's on, because that's stuff I'm into, like, you know, as an engineer, just like Mark Cerny, so that interests me. But I see when they lie a lot, but
I like when they shit
no.
on Xbox.
I don't like, actually, I
I'm
don't
kidding,
like
I'm
when they do
kidding.
that. I don't like when they do that.
I'm
I don't like
kidding.
when they
I'm
shit on
kidding.
either of them. They be lying, bro. I don't like that, bro, because as an engineer, bro, I see that, and I sit them here to count pixels, right?
Yeah.
And then they say it's around this range, and then they give you a definite number when it's
They be
approximate,
zooming
bro.
like
I don't like when they
500%. I'm like, hey, bro.
VG Tech is honest. VG Tech, they'll tell you straight up in the thing.
Nah,
Right.
I ask because like every time something Digital Foundry will say like, oh, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 runs at 10 frames in this little area, everybody thinks the game suddenly runs at 10 frames constantly if you play the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
facts, bro. Like, a lot of
They
people
judging
just
that off
like
of like the trailer though, not actual gameplay, like real.
But the thing is, it did run at 10 frames. That's the bad thing about it. The trailer did at that particular section. But honestly, you think a Nintendo game is gonna come out and perform like that? You just saw the
Nah, it's
gaming.
not.
Nintendo games be flawless. Even with their frame drops, you'll never know.
Yeah. Now even with like Breath of the Wild, like it was having frame issues like in the beginning, but they patched it and they made it a lot better. But it was still a lot of issues when you go to the Kokiri Forest.
Yeah, looking
That's
for the
easy.
sword.
Yeah, looking
It's
for the
18
Master Sword.
frames. It's 18
Yeah,
frames in
that's
that whole
that's what I'm
section.
saying. Like to me, it's like Nintendo, they don't gotta change as far as their art style or anything like that. Like they can keep all that stuff, but I do want just a little increase in resolution and performance. 'Cause it's just gonna make those games run better and look better, and you know what I mean? Because like, man, I don't know if you've seen, you probably haven't, because I know you're against it. But if you look at like the PC emulation of like Breath of the Wild, that shit running at like 4K 60.
Yep,
Bro,
yep,
it's
and I had it.
Yo, it looks
I had it.
so fucking good.
I've seen Kofi stream it.
Every game is emulated. Every Switch game
so
really is emulated, bro.
I was hoping for a better Switch as far as like increased performance for the next Breath, at least in time for like the next Breath of the Wild. But I don't think it's looking like that's probably not gonna be it. It's probably
I don't think we'll
not
be
gonna
getting
be
a
till,
new
like-
Switch until like.
So
yeah,
you know my
2024.
problem is really, Persona and Blandrew, you know my problem is, well, technically it's not my problem because I don't have to buy it. But the real issue I have with it, and I think y'all should know this. It's just like the Xbox One 720p in 2013. My problem is the price of it. It should be the same price as the regular Switch. It should be no reason.
This is more expensive than the Switch. Can you imagine that?
Bro, it's bigger.
You're getting,
it's
you're getting an OLED. You're getting the LAN built into the thing. You're getting better sound. Of course, it's gonna be more.
Oh wait, then drop the price of the regular Switch.
It's a
and make
handheld. It's not even. You can't even.
This
use it on your
phone-
They're an
TV.
anomaly.
They're an
They get
anomaly,
away with
exactly.
everything. Like I heard y'all say earlier, if Sony did, they'd be like bad Sony, but if Nintendo do, it's fine. Like for certain motion controls, Sony started to do it with PS2 and shit, and then they had the fucking boomerang DualShock they were supposed to do it. It had motion controls in it, and then they had the little remember the little balls that they had, little shits they had on the PS3. Like remember those, right?
Yeah.
That was demoed with a giant ass ball in 2004, right? People said they hated it. Sony got rid of it. Nintendo did it. Perfect. That I don't like.
People were trashing that Wii like all throughout its
Nah,
lifespan.
bro.
Even when
It was
Skyward
good.
Sword was coming out, people was like, "I don't want to waggle this game. This is trash. I don't want to play like this. I want traditional controls." So
And then
Yeah.
they got
play it the
they
way
got
they
a
want to
control.
play it.
The Wii was literally an anomaly, bro. That shit was like a fluke, bro. Like me, I had
Why
one.
is it every time Nintendo does something right and it sells, it's considered an anomaly? Like Nintendo's only allowed to do trash products.
Because when somebody else
Because they're in the
before, like people shit on it, but when Nintendo does it, like, oh, I think it's because Nintendo takes what the idea was and put it into their game and design their game around it, and it comes out perfect. I think that's why Nintendo get away with a lot of shit. Like you have a traditional Mario game you used to have in 1985, fucking Donkey Kong back in the days, right? Where you could actually use, buttons. And then they made the D-pad eventually, but they made a game called Mario Galaxy. They had Super Mario 64 on the Wii with full integration. I think the fact that their hardware the games are built around the hardware so perfectly that people just forget about what the console is and they're into the games, which is the point. I get what you're saying, Blandrew, but honestly, bro, Nintendo is where I started. That's home, right? So I'm going to be passionate. I just think they should add a little more power and have more games. Because if they had a console that's as powerful, like I was saying earlier, a 6 teraflop machine for like $350 right now, that would be, I think, PS5 when I get it, and that console would be my main console. A lot of people want my main console.
I feel like I'm reliving Switch pre-launch right now.
You are. You are.
Everything people are saying right now.
You are, because this is like a new Switch release. Think about it, because the Switch Lite was just a cheaper version. This is like a re-release of the Switch with just an upgrade. So it's like they call it the word upgrade.
A better screen.
But it's a screen, like he said about sound. He's correct. But let me ask you, have they fixed the problem yet? Well, it's not really a problem to Nintendo dudes, but like, have they added a party chat yet where you could just plug something in and talk like the PS4?
Ain't no party chat, ain't no invite system, ain't no trophy.
So it's the same
There-
shit when you
there's
have
an
to do
invite
through your
system, there's
phone.
no-
So it's
All
the same shit.
Yep.
It's just a bigger screen, OLED, and a little bit battery life and more sound, audio quality.
But they said that they were gonna revamp the online or some shit like that not too long ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
I still
might be-
haven't seen
that
it.
might be
I
coming
still
much
haven't
later,
seen it.
though. That might be
No,
coming much later.
the first game that did it was Monster Hunter Rise. That's why if you've played that game online, it's pretty good. Like it's flawless. I haven't had
Pretty
any
good.
problem with
There's
it.
no lag,
Yeah, I haven't,
right?
I
Yeah,
haven't
trust me.
played
I
it
played
online
it.
Yeah.
yet.
I played none on my Switch because I don't play my shit. I'll be outside. Other people's house, they have kids, so I played it. Yo,
Yeah,
that shit online, no lag, bro. Like, it's flawless, like you would expect a Nintendo game, which I really applaud them on.
But yo,
But I
let's,
just think
Party was
If
really
Nintendo
good
had more
online,
power,
too.
they would have more games. I'm gonna tell you.
but yo,
I
let's
swear, they would take it.
let's it's going on almost 8 o'clock. I wanna eat dinner. But yo, man, Blandrew, I appreciate you coming through, bro. Short
Yeah, no
notice.
problem, man.
Definitely wanted to get your thoughts, man. Appreciate you. Glad you think for supporting the channel and whatnot, bro. Give a shout out, man. Let the people know where they can find you. I know you said you was editing a video, man. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I'm actually working on this Badland Wonderworld video right now, so hopefully I'll have that video out by the end of the week. So check out my channel if that interests you. It'll be over 30 minutes long, just talking about the history of Badland Wonderworld, you know, Yuji Naka, Sonic the Hedgehog, and stuff like that. So if that interests you, be sure to check it out. I'm trying to have it
Did you
out this
enjoy it?
week.
You've been saying
Yeah,
that for
actually,
weeks.
yeah, actually, I did enjoy it. I did actually really enjoy it. I put like 50 hours into it. So.
Wow.
I gotta ask you a question, though, Glenn.
Yeah.
Since you're here, I gotta ask you this question. So I see you mentioned it yourselves, right? Did you purchase the game known as Animal Crossing?
New Horizons?
No. Did you purchase Animal Crossing for the Switch?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Day one.
Oh, fucking god.
But yo, Carbo, let's get your outro, bro.
No need.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yo, check out Carbo, man. He be on BGP on Mondays. I'm gonna get on there. One of these Mondays.
It's just people know who I am. That's
Yeah,
why.
they know. You got a very distinct, very unique voice. Yo, Spartan, give us your outro, bro.
You can find me here. You can find me on What's Up PlayStation on Saturdays. I forgot the time, but y'all can find me there in the chat. And if for someone want to add me, like I was able to join today, you can find me here, the Roundtable Podcast, Sakuma Shit, No Cat Podcast, JTech, What's PlayStation Legion, y'all can find me there. Hit Smooth Shit, Rand Outdoor, Mads Gaming if you want. Like I'm all over, bro. PlayStation, PC, Xbox, Nintendo. I support all of y'all, all the platforms, all the YouTubers. So just see me. Y'all see me when you see me, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Let me just say real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It was nice to have a conversation with you guys. I know come this Sunday when I come to the Weapon Wheel podcast, it's just going to be some type of dog pile. It did damage control this, you're a corpus, so all that stuff. So thank you for being reasonable, civil people.
Pleasure. I know you. Remember, I know you already. So what? Like, it would make no sense. What are we gonna argue? Are we grown ass men? Like, most of us.
I know Bond and BG.
Yeah.
They're gonna be Bond and BG. They're gonna be getting that shit,
BG's funny type.
They have bully me on Sunday.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bully you Sunday. I'm there for that.
But be prepared for the price aspect. That's what they're gonna talk about a lot. The price.
Oh yeah. Yo, Chris, what's your outro, bro?
Yo, thanks for having me on. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear
thanks
you.
for having me on. I'm getting Skyward Sword day one.
Oh God, fuck out of here, bro.
That OLED day one. Go ahead, say it.
I'm getting that OLED day one.
Yo,
You getting Monster Hunter this week or no?
Nah, I just
Yo,
got a couple
Yo, real talk. That Monster Hunter stories is fire, bro. That shit is nice, man. I'm telling you, that shit is
Tony
nice.
gotta buy that shit by now, bro.
It's nice. It's nice.
What else? Oh yeah, speaking of that, yeah, I remember the 3D Mario All Stars and stuff like that. How they had a limited run, and people were going crazy and like, oh, let me buy all that shit, or whatever.
Yeah,
And shit
come
like
back.
that, bro.
Yeah, they brought it back.
No, they're not. Nintendo's not producing it anymore. But I just got one on sale for like $42 on Best Buy. So
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
yeah. So
Which
I
was
was
it, on
like,
the
you know what? Let me. Yeah, on the Switch, I was like, you know what? Let me just snatch it up just in case, like, then later on it's gonna be like definitely worth a lot of money and shit like that. But yo, say what you want about Nintendo. I can't stand a lot of bullshit that they do. But they got the games. They got games that I really enjoy and I really want to play. So for that, they'll have my money. So other than that, man, Xbox is dog shit.
Man, listen, man, I appreciate
Say
y'all
something
coming.
new. Don't say something old. We all knew that.
Yeah, that's why they don't deserve my money. I'd rather get the new OLED than the Series S.
I don't know, man. I
Xbox is fine.
No.
I might get that
Now you
Series X.
tripping. You
We'll
tripping,
see.
bro. Like, I'd rather the Xbox over the Switch, like the OLED, because I already have a Switch, so it makes no sense. I mean,
But yo, listen, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. We had like
course.
190 people in here today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to the new subs. Shout out to the people that are members that resub to the membership. If you want to be a member, the link to that is in the description. Appreciate y'all support. And listen, man, we're gonna be doing
Shout
live
out to your
reactions.
podcast, bro.
Yeah,
What's up, PlayStation?
yeah. I'm setting up.
Yeah.
Then I lost my train of thought. Yeah, man. But listen, I appreciate y'all, man. Hit the like button, share, stream out. Thursday, we definitely gonna be doing those live reactions, bruh. Be on the lookout for that. It's gonna probably be it's gonna be jokes because if PlayStation fuck up here, y'all know y'all gonna hear me. But y'all
We're
listen
definitely
Saturday
gonna-
morning.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rant on it.
You're definitely gonna fuck up, bro. You can tell.
But listen, what's up, PlayStation Podcast? This Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Myself and Barry. You know we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about that state of play. All that good stuff. Yo, just the guy, man. Thank you for the super chat. Says great show. Rest in peace, Xbox. No exclusives. I appreciate you, just the guy. I appreciate everybody here. Please be safe. I'll see y'all Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern. I'll probably start the show 4:30, pre-show. And yeah, man, y'all be safe. I'll holler at you guys later. We out. Peace.
Later.
Yo, appreciate you, Bram.